everyone. Hello and welcome to Wayward Arcadium episode 1. We're all super excited and hyped to be here for the very first episode. And you may recognize some lovely faces from not only Nat 20 Productions, but of course the award-winning Goblets and Gays podcast crew. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick introduction. We're going to go around and ask you all of 3 very simple questions. We're going to get right into this first episode. I'm excited. First things first, let's start with Aubrey. Aubrey, who are you? Who are you playing? And what are your pronouns?
Hello, I am Aubrey. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight, and probably for the most of the campaign, I will be playing Aurora Doyle, your local soft girl elf changeling witch who also uses she, her pronouns.
Lovely. And next up, Makai, who are you? Who are you playing? And what are your pronouns?
Hello, as you just heard, my name is Makai. My character's name, questions again. I was paying attention.
It's quite all right. It happens. Makai, who are you? Who are you playing? And what are your pronouns?
Okay, right. I got it this time. Questions again. I'm kidding. I'm Makai. I'm playing Greta D. Stone Basin, and our combined pronouns. Me personally, I use he, they, and Greta, she also uses they, she specifically.
They, she specifically. Great. All right. Next up, Fee. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what are your pronouns?
Thank you so much, PJ. If you could please repeat the questions again, because. Okay, just kidding. Hi, my name is Fee. I use they, them pronouns, and I play a hero, the chaotic himbo of the group, and he uses he, him pronouns. And yeah, I am so excited to be on this journey with all of you guys. Let's do it.
All right, next up, Aki. Please, Aki, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what are your pronouns?
I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I'll be playing Sarnai Aeltish Ma. His pronouns are he, they, and the best way to put it is, holy shit, did I choose to be the overachiever yet again? Nothing's changed.
Yeah, while we're in the green room, Aki, like a boss, was like, can I add one more class to my class lineup, my class rotation? And I'm like, dude, where are you to get the energy? I don't even know how we're gonna make that work. But next up, and last and certainly not least, Dusty, who are you? Who are you playing? And what are your pronouns?
Hello, I'm Dusty. I use he, they pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Aldwin Sanchez, halfling Gonzi, just all around like mess, but doesn't think they're a mess. And we'll be playing the mom friend of the group by bringing everyone treats and causing problems. And we both use he, they pronouns.
Awesome. Well, everyone, my name, if you don't know me, is PJ McGaw. My pronouns are he, him. I am the GM for Nat 20 Productions, as well as Wayward Arcadium. Make sure I get that right at the back. Like I said, my pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything in between. And now this is a pair of dice. I want to start off by opening these dice right here. You see, I got these dice while we were in pre-production, and they are actually in the school colors for our show. So I'm just gonna do a little quick opening. There, it's open. Look at that. This is kind of like a nice blue and a nice bronze. And to that, I thank Aki for being a boss and coming up with the school colors and school uniforms. So when you look at our art, that's the person who did that. Now, without further ado, somewhere in the city of Absalom, in the world of Galarian, if you know Pathfinder world, you know this pretty well. There's a school that's not just dedicated to magic, though it does invest a lot in it, but a school for heroes, adventurers, legends. This school is where every child, whether they are brought in because of a great innate power or great money or great influence, comes here to become the next generation's heroes, saviors, or the very people who would damn and destroy us. Now, this place is called the Arcanumirium. It is headed by the Archdean, one Dakna Madanani of House Madanani. And now we are going to start off the first day of the first semester on a very auspicious little year when our heroes all go to college. That being said, Joe, could you please play the morning announcement song? As you walk on campus, you hear a voice start to echo magically through every corner of the quad. These beautiful old vaulted buildings echo with the voice of a young halfling man going, "Good morning, you absolute legends, you." I love to see those faces in all those wonderful places. My name is Cooney Marmer. I am the morning announcement guy, and welcome to the first day of college. And boy, it's going to be wonderful. We have a whole new set of teachers as part of our morning announcements. I'm here to let you know we're going to have a special meet and greet from the Archdean herself. These 5 new bad boys are coming at you, and I cannot wait to see how they're going to whip you into shape. Enjoy your day. Seize the moment, you absolute legends, you. And until then, remember, we stand strong and bold because we are a community. And to have that calm means you and I are in it. Why? Because that's what heroes are made of. Until then, stay strong, stay powerful and proud. And I'll see you way above the 10 to the tippy top of the mighty 11. Cooney Marmer, out. Have a wonderful day, heroes. The music echoes as this morning announcements talking about the new assembly with these new teachers being introduced just echoes and reverberates. You feel some inspiration kind of, riding into your heels, pumping into your chest, like a hungry engine roaring for adrenaline as this music just continues to play. Now, eventually, you see members of the school standing around, kind of head bumping, as they escort you to the assembly hall. And when the music dies out and the assembly hall stands before you, this large wooden room structure reinforced by magical enchantment and runes, old marble that has just seen dragons upon dragons, ages and aeons past, flanks the wooden flooring and high vaulted structures. You can see glass ceiling, kind of a bent vaulted top, easily 200 feet above you. To fall from there is certain death. But right now, with the morning sun breaking through the glass, it creates a very inspiring tableau. In the beam of light herself, we see a large dais on the stage, and there is the Archdean herself, long raven hair with little slits of silver and white from her age and her experience and her wisdom. Some crow's feet that break off from the side of her eyes only seem to add some sense of power as this woman with dark blue eyes, raven black hair, and a warm smile on her face approaches the dais and begins to speak. And she says, "Welcome everyone to the first day of lectures and education and experience in this, the Arcana Miriam, and humble Absalom. As we move forward, we hope that we can ensure in you the values of heroes that have come from this institution and have died to make it. Integrity, courage, community. Now, that being said, we are very proud to announce that we have 5 new intramural professors as our educational growth has reached beyond Absalom and into Cheliax. These 5 behind me will be some of your new teachers for this year, and if all goes well, maybe they'll become dedicated staff and we can all grow together. But without further ado, I'd like to have them introduce themselves. And there's a little bit of a murmur as looking behind this woman, you see 5 individuals standing in a row. One of them, bald shaved head, serious look, very lean facial features, kind of a dark tan complexion. You see they're wearing a very nice uniform of the Chelaxian Empire. They come stepping up and they announce themselves as Jensen Ordo. Jensen Ordo kind of gets a firm look. Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Jensen Ordo. I will be teaching champions class this year. I will make sure that you will be ready, resolute, victorious. And I look forward to seeing you there. Please save any questions for that time. And as he starts to walk back in formation, the Archdean kind of goes, we're not doing a Q&A. Oh, God. Okay, good. Thank you. Next up, you see another gentleman walk up, wearing very loose, almost looking like robes, but bound in certain places, and a tabard kind of tied around the waist with a belt. They have long, about shoulder length blonde hair that's just kind of waving. A very relaxed disposition. They get comfortable immediately at the dais, and they say, "Hey everyone, you can call me Quintus Zelus, or Quintus is fine. I don't care. I will be teaching religion as well as co-teaching champions class with Jensen Ordo. He sometimes gets nervous when he's doing public speaking. He's also going to be teaching law classes after hours. And yeah, so if you want that easy A, come by. We're just going to discuss, philosophy, religion, things, whatever. See you then." And Quintus Zelus kind of steps back into formation. Next up, you see a feminine shape, completely clad in garb, robes, tabards, buckles galore. I mean, looking like just like a Final Fantasy reject, but they have a hood up and a fabric mask covering their entire face. So you can't quite see the facial features. If you need to have like a mental connection, think of the people from Mass Effect that are always in their scrub suits. And they walk up and with a very cold and measured tone, they introduce themselves. "Hello, my name is Donama Vigilate. I'll be teaching illusions class. You will attend my class. Thank you." And then they just step back into formation. The fourth teacher comes out. This man has a neck that goes from ear to shoulder, a head that looks like a solid square, a really high and tight haircut, the body of a cube. He almost looks like someone took a potato and just stuffed it in armor. This man comes up, puts his hands down heavy on the podium, they slam, and his fingers curl around the lip, and he kind of pops the head out. He goes, "All right, listen up. My name is Garv Animosis. I will only answer to Professor Animosis. I will be teaching abjuration theory as I cannot cast abjuration magic, and you will respect me. All right, fine." And Garv walks back into place, feeling flustered, his face red, vein on the neck bulging. And lastly, one of the people in formation step forward, very high energy, and they say, "Hi," with kind of auburn hair down below the shoulders, freckles, joyous smile. There's always something in her right in front of her face, so she kind of just plays with and pulls away. Hi everyone, great to see you. Hope you didn't get too drunk last night. Well, if you are, let me know. Don't worry, I have this great place on campus. Anyway, my name is N.A. Ardens, and I will be teaching math class. And I know you're going to say math is boring, but don't worry. We'll make it fun and we'll learn math together. And it won't be easy because, math never is, but we'll find a way to make it fun. Anyway, see you then, everyone. We have a great year together. Bye. And she steps back into formation. With that, the Archdean introduces again the 5 teachers from Cheliax, thanks you all for your time, and wishes you a great day, first step on your heroic adventure, and may the next chapter that you write in your book be a tremendous one at that. And with that, she transforms into a magnificent raven and flies through the morning light like a silver shadow through spears of light. And the 5 Chelaxian professors just kind of look awkwardly at each other and proceed to walk off stage right. Garv starts going left, sees everyone's going right, and then and then corrects himself, starts going stage right. This is the first day of your college experience. After the morning announcements and introducing yourself to your 5 new potential teachers, the college experience is yours. How do you want to do it?
How shall we start things off? Do we
Where
want to
are
like
we-
introduce ourselves and what we like look like and stuff?
Yeah, or like, are we still all in the assembly hall? Did we follow these very competent teachers somewhere? Like, does my stalking begin now already? Like, I need to know.
Well, you know what? Look, I'm not here to say that stalking is right, but if you have a high enough stealth check, I can't catch you. So that being said, you are in the assembly room. You are seeing hundreds of other students. You are seeing dwarves, humans, kobolds, hobgoblins, people of all walks of life. You are definitely within earshot of each other, just kind of having walked in together. So yeah, you can absolutely decide what you're going to do next. If you're going to leave the hall and skip class on your first day, not a good look, but you know, hey, it's your life.
Wait, we can skip class.
No, you cannot skip
No.
class.
You cannot skip class.
Wait at least for the
Sorry.
second
You
week
can
to
skip class.
class.
You cannot.
Yeah.
I think we should like describe our characters, and then like, you know, we could go from there, figure out if we want to do the same classes or not.
I'll tell you what, why don't we do this systematically then, starting with Dusty, because you had the great idea. So what I want you to do is describe your character, what they just witnessed, how they respond to that, and where do you want Aldwin to go?
I think so. Aldwin is a proud 3 feet tall halfling, 2 different color eyes. Today it's green and brown, green right, brown left. And they are a magus of the twisting tree. So they have like this bow staff that's like magical and stuff. So the bow staff was actually standing next to them, and they were sleeping by leaning on the bow staff up until Garv came up and scared them because they were talking really loud. So as they're kind of like waking up again, they're gonna like pick up the bow staff and then just, while it's still normal size, put it into their front pocket, and it just disappears into the front pocket, and just kind of you know, I don't quite know what my first class is. Just kind of like, hey Aubrey, I'm gonna pull you in. You do you know where any of the classes are, or where to look up the schedules?
I mean, I have my schedule, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I don't really know where any of these classes are, and you would point at Aurora, who's maybe on the little shorter side for an elf, probably closer to like 5'6", 5'7", you know, whereas a lot of elves do tend to go like upwards of 6 feet. And for the most part, first time you look at her, pretty much just looks like an elf. But you know, you'll notice like her ears are, you know, not pointed the usual direction that elves' ears usually are. They're a little bit more out. And then she does have the whole heterochromia thing going on, whereas one blue eye and one purple eye. And then, you know, she's sort of wearing nice clothes, you know, sort of a very nice dress, and with trimmed with lace, and has some star motifs on it, and with her uniform. And then sort of on her shoulder is a very small owl, and that is Pebble.
So Aldwin, you were talking to Aurora, correct?
Yeah, I was.
All right. So you just see the back of the owl, shoulders hunched, head dipped. Suddenly out of nowhere, hold on, I need to turn for this. Suddenly out of nowhere, as the shoulders are hunched, you see owl eye, owl head, owl body. In the beak, you see what can either be described as the world's most adorable shiv, or a toothpick someone freed from a sandwich earlier that morning. And with his little owl feet, he walks closer to Aurora, and you hear a voice. Aurora, you hear it too, as Pebble goes, "It's the first day. You need to punch him in the nose to assert dominance. If he breathes, you did it wrong. If you see blood, congratulations."
Did Aldwin hear this?
Does everyone hear this? I'll tell you what, because he has a quiet, kind of crazy voice. If everyone wants to, we can make our first roll of the game ever by making a perception check to hear
100%.
Pebble's psychobabble.
100%, 100%. That's an 18 for perception.
Yeah. Oh, you hear it. You hear Pebbles just like, and you see his giant owl eyes staring down at you. Fee, what was your perception check?
So mine was 16.
You hear it?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I wanna. So the sorry. So this kitsune boy, 6 feet tall, slender, I suppose, walks like he walks. Y'all are facing his back, or no, he is facing your backs. That's it. So he walks up from behind, ready to like throw his arms like friendly around both of y'all's shoulders, and then he hears Pebble, and he like freezes mid hug, and he just like slowly turns away and just like walks different direction.
Really fast to interrupt you, my apologies. I want the other perception checks really fast to make sure everyone else heard it too. Makai and Aki, what were your perception checks to hear?
I'll give it this. Gritta definitely didn't hear it. They are currently in the middle of something that'll get into wherever I go.
Okay, cool. And Aki, did you hear it as well? What was the DC roll?
This is the most incredible, underwhelming nat 20.
Here it goes.
First
Here it goes.
Yeah.
nat 20 of the game.
I knew I would
of the
get it.
show.
They're not strong.
Yeah,
I didn't want to get it for this.
Aki, you're in this presence, you're in this place, and you're not paying attention until suddenly you hear this very quiet voice just go, "Assert dominance through violence," and it just pings a big radar ping, and you're like, what? And there you see this owl, just head bobbing, armed with a dagger in its mouth, just like nuzzling up to Aurora, going, "You can hide the body in the back. There's so much grass out here."
Oh
Yes.
God, you hear Sarnai very
Oh my
quietly
god.
mumble, "Father," and then go, "Never mind. It's a bird."
So you know how most adventures begin in a tavern when someone gives the heroes a job to do? On Wayward Arcadium, we started in an assembly meeting being bonded by a homicidal owl. So with this moment, we have come together. You have all met, whether you wanted to or not, over a violent foul.
Sorry to impose again. Did your owl just attempt to assault me?
Yeah, it's Pebble. Pebble is protective, I think is the word I want to use right now.
All right. I'll give him that. I like his dagger.
You gave it a knife.
I didn't give it the knife. I don't know where he got it.
I made it from an animal bone and a lot of patience.
And I respect you, Pebble.
I'm scared of you just a little bit, just be honest.
He's mostly harmless.
Uh-huh. That's what people say about owl bears. And
He's a little bit smaller than an owlbear.
this is true.
Little?
For now.
Just a little.
Then Alden notices that there's more people around them. Oh, great. Do any of you know where classes are?
Yes,
was asleep.
actually.
So Hero, having walked away in this format, is like cowering. Are there like pillars in this assembly hall?
You don't see pillars, but you do see giant structures that extend out into seats and stands
Could he,
for
like,
sport events.
Okay, well, I'm asking because if there's like a pillar he could technically like hide behind.
You can so no pillars to hide behind, but you can hide behind the collapsed stands that are like at least 50-75 feet tall at this point in time and easily like 50 feet wide.
Okay, cool. So he like peeks out from behind one of those, ukulele pointing as if it were a sword towards the little owl. And it's just like, I know where classes are, but like he just tries to
on,
keep
evil
the owl
spirit.
away. Just being like, I can show you if you won't kill me.
I won't.
I mean,
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
I'm like, with all due respect, not really worried about the beautiful elf, more worried about the ball of unnecessary fueled anger on your shoulder.
I can control him. You know, he's not. I can grab him if he tries to fly, but he doesn't usually try to fly.
So I'm relying on your reflexes as to not to die. Gotcha.
I mean, he hasn't killed anyone yet.
Not that you can prove.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yet?
Yet?
I mean,
Huh.
I've had him for like 10 years. He hasn't killed anyone yet.
It's a pretty good track record, I would say.
Didn't he just say that his knife, dagger, whatever, was made out of animal bones?
He probably got that from my dad's lab.
What?
You currently harbor the equivalent of a child that really, really likes hamsters.
What is
Never heard
that?
anyone put it that way before.
What's wrong with hamsters?
You ever just held something and wondered, I wonder how much pressure I may apply. I'm not going to, this is a children's, the family show. I was simply...
Do you ever see something that is so cute that you kind of want to kill it? Besides me, obviously. But yeah, if you
Yes, I am in a mirror.
that's basically what this is. Anyways, classes, I know all of them. Still holds the ukulele.
I'll stay back. I'll stay at the back of the group. You stay at the front.
I do like being in front of. Anyways, yes, let's do that. I will show you all of the classes. Let's go. And he very confidently walks off. But I need the DM to know that he has no fucking clue where he's going.
Fair enough.
I also need the DM to know that Sarnai just opens their book and the class schedule is in it.
Mhm.
And he knows where to go, but they might as well just follow to see what happens.
All right, so I'm gonna put this in your choice. Either A, since Sarnai says that they have a class schedule and they're just gonna wait and see what our Kitsune friend does. You can either A, go to one of your shared classes, or B, I roll something random and we go with that.
I feel like, I mean, this is just my opinion. I feel like random would be really funny because then I would have to come up with an excuse. But it depends on if you all want to take the actual classes, because I'm more chaotic.
Wow, you being chaotic? I never would have guessed.
Not at all.
Never. My personal vote goes for the one of the shared classes, because what Grida was doing, the whole reason they didn't hear Pebble giving his wonderful murderous monologue, is that they were busy looking at everyone else's classes and even jumping for the higher people because they are quite short. But they're just muscling in, looking at all of their friends' classes, okay, what do we have? What do you have? What do I have? All right, what do we have together? And they're zeroed into making sure, studying this list.
All right. Well, if you all don't mind me saying, you have 3 classes that you have signed up for that you all share. They are mandatory fighting instruction. They are necromancy class and divination class. Those are the ones that you all share together. You have individual classes and clubs that you can go to, which of course go to your class credit. Now, I've already given you the information about what you need to actually successfully pass the first semester of this college campus. But the choice is yours. There's many different classes, clubs, and events that you can go to. You go to it, we'll go from there.
I think personally, what better way to start a day is a necromancy class first thing in the morning.
Nothing like the smell of death in the morning.
Yeah.
Really wakes you up.
Okay. All right. So show of hands, we're all going to go to the necromancy class. If you want to go,
Yeah.
raise your hand.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. As you're going around class, of course, Sarnai has the book. And I would imagine this is the case. I'm not going to say it's true, but I would imagine heroes doing that thing where they just blindly go somewhere and Sarnai is just giving them small corrections. Is that right, Fee?
Oh, yeah, it was either that or I was going to ask if I can roll for whether or not Hero gets the class right, out of luck. I don't know. Like, but that is, I don't know if that's too much, but
No, absolutely. Give me a your choice, perception or survival check to BS your way to class.
survival.
Survival for tracking.
Yeah.
I need to survive this. Oh,
I'm sorry,
boy,
you went to
gosh,
college.
golly.
Did you not survive?
Yeah.
I got a degree in theater, so no.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't really think my degree makes up for this. For what
I'm
I
a
survived.
pandemic graduate. I survived.
Ooh, you get a hero point for that. Yeah, you
Thank
did.
you.
Facts.
I am not afraid to give those out like candy.
All right, I'm writing
One
that down.
second. I'm like looking stuff up, and I think I found it. I asked.
Ooh,
Yes.
congrats.
Okay. It's a 18.
Okay.
I don't know if my survival is no survival. I mean perception is high enough for that.
That's right. So an 18, right? Thankfully, you're level 2. So the DC means you passed. Through keen observation and signs with arrows telling you where to go, and a lot of just keeping it low key, you've been able to BS your way to finding the necromancy class. As you get to the lecture hall, it seems like it's kind of like an impromptu lecture hall. This was probably like a small performance space for bards, or maybe even a place where artists could like make pottery. But now it's kind of a makeshift necromancy lecture hall. You see a sign that says Intramural Necromancy class, by Professor Morrow. As you open the door, you walk into this place. And of course, it's very, very small, but big enough to hold maybe 20 students kind of squished in. You see the teacher of the class is a frame, some human frame, wearing a robe, but it's kind of impossible to tell anything else about the figure besides the robe. You see that there's someone taking notes already, just excited to be here, and another person who doesn't really seem to be engaged. On the chalkboard behind them, you see Professor or PROF dot Morrow. It is written in very strict writing. There is no style or expression to it. And the robe turns around, sees you all join, goes, "Oh, hello. It appears we have full class now. Hello, my name is Professor Morrow."
Good eye.
Hello.
Hey, morning.
No, I don't have anything. I thought I did, and then I was just like, no. You know what? No, I will not do that. And then I just sorry.
So the person taking notes raises their hand and go, "Excuse me, Professor Morrow. Just for casual reasons, is your title Mr., Mrs., Ms. Morrow?" And Professor Morrow just kind of turns their robed head. "What do you mean? Do you call me Professor Morrow?" Yes. I'm just wondering for after school hours at your office, or maybe when we're out of the campus, do you go by Mr., Mrs., Ms.? And then you see the robe kind of goes, "I see. I think I know what you're asking. You're asking gender?" And yeah. And you see 2 long fingers grab the robe, drop it to the ground, and standing in front of you is a skeleton. A full skeleton. Inside the chest cavity, a big green flame lights up into their empty, hollow skull eyes. And Professor says, "No gender, literally just skeleton."
Oh,
Okay.
That's a new one.
I respect it.
Nice.
I guess it's always Bones Day for you. Hey.
Because I have bones. This is joke. If I could laugh, I would.
yeah, non-violence about it.
Ha! And as they laugh, their jaw just clacks open and just hangs there eerily as green flames just dance behind them. And then their jaw clicks back into place. Any questions about the person skeleton in front of you?
You're the professor.
Yes, Professor Morrow.
That's all.
Like
Thanks.
bone marrow.
This is joke. Again, the jaw drops, hanging awkwardly as the green fire inside laughs with what could be a laughter, and then the jaw comes back in place.
I really need to stop making him laugh because that shit is terrifying. And like, Hero just like
I'm gonna have nightmares
sits
later.
down. He just like, yeah, he just like plops down. He's just like, my God, I'm too hilarious. Like I'm so funny. I will have nightmares. And he just like mutters to himself.
With like a long bony finger, they say, "No, student, you tickled my funny bone. This is joke." Yes.
Hero goes one row behind, trying to bring distance between them. Just like, yes, I get you.
So the professor, now fully exposed to the skeleton, you can see there's actually some interesting engravings on the skull and going down the bones. There's kind of an unusual affectation, if you will, or design. And as they're walking back, they get this gigantic tome and open it up, and their long bony fingers starts to tap on the top of their skull rhythmically, as if they're thinking. And then it kind of starts to go to a scratch, like they're stressed. And then they close the book and they say, "This is not necromancy. This is not everything. This school is cowards, afraid of this art that I am trained to teach. What do you say if I teach you?" And then everything gets a little darker. It's like the lights almost dim as the green fire gets brighter, and they say, "I teach you real necromancy." Yeah?
Yes.
No.
Yes, please.
Can
I
we?
have to admit, I'm curious.
It depends what that is.
I'm losing my mind. Y'all are as homicidal as that owl. I
I
don't
mean,
understand.
It's a school of magic, right?
It's
Where you're
it's magic. It's what you do with the magic. You know.
Yeah.
Magic
and then,
itself is not good or evil. It's like what you do with it.
yeah, and then Alduin just like prestidigitate sparkles, magic.
Yeah, but there's a really big difference between, doing little woobly-woos out of your hands and then literally raising a person you just stabbed to do your
Well,
bidding.
Aren't half of you clerics? Don't you technically raise the dead?
That is very different, and you know that.
No, not really. I
Oh,
mean,
completely.
this one's just spookier. The real evil magic is enchantment.
No,
You know,
when we
Sean.
bring,
Yeah.
Okay,
when
as
I
they
bring,
argue, Hero just slowly pulls out his ukulele and he strums a little bit and he's like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." As he like looks around cautiously because it just got darker and nobody else is concerned about this.
Professor, what exactly do you mean by real necromancy?
I am Intramural Professor. I come from Geb, the city of the dead.
Oh, yeah.
Made a long time ago by wizard war. One of them's a lich now. It's a kerfuffle. But the real necromancy is creative. It is its energy moving, its willpower personified. I am alive because through necromancy, I will myself to be alive. And yes, as religious friends, I must inform you, what do you think the magic is that you use to heal people? You are literally pulling death through will out of body. This is necromancy. It just has the flavor that you are used to. But I promise, if you allow me, I will challenge your view of necromancy.
I'm not saying I'm going to drop the class. I'm just saying if the one more person equates me healing someone to bringing the dead back to life and having them do what you want them to do, I might just start swinging.
Yes, you.
Sorry, with the very fancy hand raised, just goes, "I have a genuine question now, and this is a little bit to bother someone here. Would you call a bard that becomes a lich a bitch?"
You thought that one was going for me.
Fingers are tapping at the head again. No, I don't think the
Would it-
joke. That's a joke. I like this joke.
Thank you.
I was gonna go for Lord.
For what?
What's that?
Lard. Instead of a bitch, it's a lard.
A lord. Oh, I see.
Yeah, no.
No, I see it. That would
It's
be
a
a much more suitable.
it's funny joke.
Mm.
No.
I get this joke again. The skull cracks, but it cracks a little too hard. One of the jawbones goes loose and starts hanging there. And he's like, "Oh
Oh.
no!" Clacks it
Oh.
back into
Oh.
place.
So many nightmares later.
Oh, speaking of nightmares,
Oh.
can I have volunteer? I have to teach something, and I will teach you about necromancy. Who will be the first volunteer for lecture? Yes, you. Come here.
Okay.
All right. So, first thing I will ask you is, what do you think is animating you? What do you think, huh?
Spite.
Blood.
Spite is will. Yes, spite. Pure, unadulterated spite. It drives you. Anything else? Anyone else?
Musculoskeletal system.
Musculoskeletal system. This is not wrong. Think of it as what moves that, yeah? What moves that?
Carbohydrates.
Blood.
Atom.
Hydrates?
Gesundheit.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yes. Now, the student Aurora, what do you think moves your body, keeps you alive, motivates you?
Miss Pebble.
Muscles.
Maybe a rock? A rock motivates you?
No, that's Pebble. I mean, I guess if philosophy, but physically, energy, blood, a soul.
Would you allow me to remove your primal core, remove your parts, base parts?
They can all go back, right?
Of course, I would never do this if I could not undo this. I do this at home all the time.
What? Well, yeah, but you kind of can. I'm just gonna see what happens.
Do it. I want to watch.
I bet you like to watch, don't you?
I'm slightly curious as to what this means. Horrified as to what it means, but slightly curious, yes.
Give me a will
Baldwin has
save.
his notebook out. Just
And you will always love you.
What was that will save? I'm so sorry, I didn't hear it.
Was
My
it
apologies.
Will save? Will
Yeah.
save.
Give me a will
That
save.
is an 18.
Okay. So suddenly, the room starts to flicker. Like an ambient green light kind of starts to wash over everything in this darkened room as the jaw slowly clicks out of the jawbone slot, and you start seeing bony hands start to rise. You hear chanting directly from Geb, just emanating, and suddenly green fire starts to ignite on their bony hands as two fingers reaches out and touches you right here between the eyes, right in front of your skull. And as it does that touch, you suddenly see your own body slump to the ground as you're hovering above it. And there's Maro going, "You're the perfect student. Look at this. Your soul is anchored to this plane." Now, what do you feel looking at that body? What do you feel inspires you?
Sorry.
Yes, student, do you want to weigh in on your friend's feelings?
No, this is out of character. I have do we see her floating, or do we just see the body that just crumbled to the ground?
Did our friend just like potato sack or?
Because that will my reaction as hero will be very different.
Sure enough, the body drops, and you see the air kind of start to move around where she was last standing, and then the air coalesces, and you start to eventually see the traditional idea of a ghost, that kind of
Right.
Casper blue sheen
Mhm.
of Aurora, exactly as she looked in her gown.
Got it. I'm switching up the song to if I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses. And he just like, but like he clearly is like cowering like in his seat as he just like slowly strums.
Yes, Sarnai, you want to weigh in?
No, I just want to see what the hell Pebbles is doing.
Oh, the board. Oh yes, where is the board? Aurora, you see Pebbles on your body's shoulder, looking up at you, and then you hear a voice. The possibilities are endless.
What does that mean?
So concerned.
Uh,
Are they gonna be okay? Should I have
Is,
healing?
Aurora, are you a ghost now?
I hope not. Well, yes, no, maybe. I hope I can,
Professor, is she a ghost now? Is that what you
No.
is what?
No, ghost is how to put it? Ghost is ex-relationship that wants their stuff back.
Oh, okay.
They
I get
drive to your house at 3 a.m. They throw things at your door. They're mad at you. They haven't gotten over the relationship. This is an astral projection. I have no tongue and skull mouth. Projection. Their soul is intact. They're just experiencing walk outside of body.
Seems exciting, actually.
Yes.
What you gonna call Ghostbusters?
So
Scared.
Aurora, do you feel evil now?
No,
Do you feel dangerous?
I feel like I'm floating.
Yes. Now, your body is on ground. What do you feel drives you as a blue ghosty person? I'm sorry, spirit.
Desire to get back in my body.
The boy with the horns, Sarnai, what do you think of this? What notes can you take from witnessing spirit outside of body?
It looks like a spirit that's outside the body. There's nothing inherently evil or good. It's just there. I have no idea if she can even pick anything up.
I'll try to pick something up that's close to me.
You find that you can actually interact with the world a little bit. You can kind of like almost like a way like a cat knocks something off the table. You can kind of do that.
Owen's gonna be like, "Oh, can you catch this?" and throws a book.
Yeah, you can absolutely catch it. If you want to, you can make a roll. You can check to grab it midair.
Is that a reflex?
Give me an athletics check to actually grapple it.
Okay, cool. That's a 0.
Why not? Oh,
That's
no.
a 0. My athletics is a 0. And that's a 2. So that's a 2.
You see her hand reaches for the book, and if she had hand-eye coordination, she would absolutely grab that thing, but instead it bounces off her hand and starts flapping in the wind as it goes far to the left.
I thought I was gonna go through you. Sorry.
I thought so too there for a second.
No, I have a question for the cleric. You don't like... Well, let me ask you this. You don't like necromancy. But do you think this is evil? Or do you think this is just what is happening?
It's not that I think necromancy is evil. It's that every necromancer I've met has tried to kill me, so I'm a little reserved.
It's valid, I would say.
This is good point. We have to talk about the biases against magic. So once an enchantment is only evil magic, maybe that's not my school expertise. You can ask enchantment teacher. Is necromancy evil? Are necromancers evil? They can be dicks. Let's be honest. They can be dicks. But are they evil? Yeah.
Guess not.
Aurora, would you like to go back into body now?
Yes.
Okay. The great lesson. In case any of you are separated from body, treat it like swimming pool. Just swim to body. Yes. Give everything. Try to swim into body, and give me your choice of athletics or acrobatics to swim into your body.
I'll do acrobatics because I think I have a +2 to that one.
Hey, let's
Aurora
go.
doggy paddling in the air.
That's a 19.
Yeah. You have the weirdest experience as you just standing up start to kind of down end and then swim in thin air, and you see kind of like a camera moving into your back until once the camera goes black, you open your eyes, you're back in your body.
That's such a weird experience.
Oh, good, you're alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna make some notes about that.
All right. If no one else has any questions about spirit walking and other things, we will do a small study lecture. Are we good? Great. Everyone, get out your books, and as we trail off, I want everyone to give me a check to resemble their first day of this class. So you can make that an Arcana check. You can make that a religion check. You can make that any check relevant to the education of this class. Depending on how you do, will set you up for studying for the final.
Occultism?
I'll take that. Sure.
And would well, actually, no, it's just identifying magic. Never mind. I have like a bonus when I use occultism to identify certain kinds of magic, but
Gotcha.
I mean, still, that's
26.
Who said that? Was that Fee? Awesome.
Yeah.
Fee 26. And what was the roll? What was the skill?
Occultism.
Occultism. Awesome.
14.
Okay. And what was the roll, Aubrey?
Was occultism.
Occultism. Thank you. Sorry about that. Occultism 14. All right. And Aki, what was yours?
I'm doing Arcana, got a 22.
Awesome. And Dusty, what was yours?
Also Arcana, I got 24.
Arcana 24. Okay. And Makai, what was yours?
Weirdly enough, me and Aki are twinning tonight. 22 squad, baby.
Nice. Was
Oh
it
my
religion
God.
or arcane?
Religion.
Okay, dope.
Feeling 22.
Okay, so the DC to beat was a 15. Fee critically succeeded, so they got 2 points on their study check. I believe Aubrey said you had 14. Correct?
Yeah, I got a 14.
Yeah.
She's just a little too distracted from the out-of-body experience to really pay attention much.
Yeah,
Been a hot one.
you got to experience the veil between life and death and everything in between. You're kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna just take this in. I'm not gonna study. So with that, after doing some Q&As and consulting the book, you guys have a pretty good class. That being said, time is done. Now, the way the Arcana Miriam teaches is this kind of open concept where all the classes are going out once and they kind of repeat that lecture all day long. So you are free to go about anywhere you want at any point in time to any of the other classes. You can go together, or you can go to one of your mandatory classes that you all share. Choice is yours. And we are going to start with, let's go with Makai. Makai, where would you like to go for your next class of the day?
You know what? After getting told several times that they're basically a necromancer, I think hidden things might be within the realm of what we're doing today. So let's check out a champion class.
Okay, going to champions class. That will be co-taught by Jensen Ordo and Quintus Zelus. Wonderful champions class. All right. Next up, Dusty, what class do you want to go to?
Let's see. I think Alden wants to go to religion class.
Cool. Alden is going to religion class. Wonderful. And Aubrey, where do you want to go?
I think Aurora is gonna go to let's see. I almost just want her to like just do like an about face and be like, I just want to go to something fun, and I don't know, go to fanfic club or something.
The fanfic club.
Yeah, kind of.
Awesome. 1 second. making some quick notes. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So Aubrey's going to Fanfic Club. Love to see it. Love to see it. Aki, where are you going?
God, we're not that friends yet. I'm gonna go to class. I'm gonna go to summoning.
All right. Going to summoning class. Love it. All right. And Fee, where are you going?
See, I'm in a predicament.
Mm.
I'm in a predicament whether or not Hero will skip class and go to observe the champions class to be with the person who stole his heart, or if
Oh my
I
god.
will have
did I
him,
do
not
that?
you.
So close.
Or if I will have him join Aurora in fan fiction club,
Join me in
because
fan fiction.
the skeleton did give him many ideas about how to use certain fanfic tropes now to a whole new level. But I think I have to say, I think the champions class is funnier. Like that thing. Yeah, I will have him go to observe the champions class and basically skip one of his 3. So I am, yes, consciously choosing to have him not show up. to his
All right,
classes.
awesome. So you're going to champions class, and Micaiah is going to champions class. Alduin is going to religion class. Aurora is going to fanfic club. Almost said fanflick. And of course, Sarnai is going to summoning club. So what we're going to do then, our summoning class, we're going to start off with Alduin going to religion class. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everyone approximately 5 to 15 minutes of roleplay time, just so everyone gets a chance to explore equally. Obviously, a bit more time will be given to those who are sharing a scene, because there's more people involved. You want to give everyone a chance. So Alden, you're gonna have 10 minutes starting when I say so. You go to religion class as you, yes, Fee? Oh yes, Aki, I'm so sorry.
I'm just saying it's 12 a.m. my time. Happy fucking New Year, babes.
That's
Happy
what's
New
up.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy fucking New Year. Happy Chinese New Year, right? Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, Lunar New Year, Chinese
Lunar
New
New Year,
Year.
yes.
Yeah,
Happy New
yeah.
Year.
It's my year, and
That's
also
what's
It's your year.
Yeah,
You're gonna
it's the
kill
year
it.
of the
It's gonna be
Aki.
an amazing one. It's
That's
gonna be
what's up.
legendary.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it, dairy.
Exactly.
and dairy.
It is the year of the rah. So you got that.
yeah,
That's right.
tiger.
That's right. Oh, I'm a year of a tiger. It's my year. That's what's up.
Year of the XD.
All right. So, in fact, I wore red because Aki was like, you should do that because it's New Year's. And I was like, all right, that's what I'm doing. So,
I also wore red for that reason.
look, when
have
Aki's
red,
like,
but-
wear red, it's for New Year. You listen to them. I look at everyone's like, here's my shade of, here's my small. I'm wearing a flannel and sweating my butt off. Not hard for me to do. So, Alduin, we're gonna go to religion class. Making a spill mess. So you go to class. You see a pretty nice lecture hall with a big desk placed down in the center. Of course, everyone is kind of on raised seats with the very, very cliched chair desk combo, kind of scrunched in awkwardly. The kind where if you don't get out just right, it like moves with you. And you see Quintessellus just kind of sitting back in the chair, feet up on the desk, 2 boots, and he's got like a ball. He's just kind of throwing it in the air, just kind of killing time and just kind of shooting the breeze. So you walk in the classroom, and we're gonna start the timer now. As you enter the classroom, is there anything you want to do?
Alden's gonna welcome's like, this is the religion class, right?
See Quintessellus throwing it in the air. Oh, yeah. Pull up a seat, little man. We're here to talk about gods. It's gonna be great.
Yes, gods. What was that?
God, why the air quotes?
Yes.
Because listen, man, gods are everywhere. And who is it? Like, it's not my job to tell you what gets to be a god, Like, that's just not right. Like, there's an elven god, there's a dwarven god. Little man, there's halfling gods. you know, and yeah, there's human gods, there's a ton of them, but like, who am I to be like, you can't pray to that, right? That's just disrespectful.
It's just, yeah, I get that. I'm really here, I guess, to learn more about this because personally, I'm not super in like. I think I follow, good old Lady Luck, Desna, simply because my abuelo used to be a cleric of them, so I thought good chance to learn more. I mean, I just know pretty butterfly flipping coins,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, far out. Yeah, hold on. He kind of gets his feet off the desk and goes around and gets some chalk and starts writing on the board. And he goes, rituals in big letters. What's a ritual, right? Like, what do we feel is a ritual? Is it, a circle and a cauldron and some creepy candles, right? Or is it just something that you do that's got a structure for something in return, right?
Okay, yes, I see that.
Yeah. Describe for me what you think is a great ritual that you can do every day for Desi. Good old Desna.
Um, let's see, for Desna, I I guess I don't pray as often to them. I'm really just what I do. It's mostly when I'm baking. I bake a lot of in my spare time. And sometimes I just pray to Desna just to make sure this thing proofs right. Because just rye bread is so finicky.
Yeah. Yeah. Bless, man. Bless. That sounds so cool. Look, and that's what it is. That's what it's all about, right? It's just putting yourself into what you're doing. Everything's a ritual, man.
So what if every hmm. I don't mean to sound flippant, but how did you become the teacher here?
Oh, well, that's just, a Chilaxian contract. We're here to make sure that we get to teach you all about wonderful things. Look, the world's crazy, you got war, demons, and you just got to make sure you're ready for it, man.
All right. Chillax. I've never been to Chiliacs. What kind of rituals do you do there?
Oh man, I don't know why I can talk about that. That's like a whole secret thing I can't really do. But here's what I can do, man. Here's what we can talk about. What can we do to make new rituals for each other, right? Like, what can I do to get into that Desi headspace, my dude? Look, I know 5 good gods. I can talk to you all day, every day about the Torag and the Sarenrai and the Yayomade, but give me that butterfly hookup. Let's learn together.
Guys, like, how can I live, laugh, love in these conditions?
Dude, how can I, from Cheliax, how can I eat, pray, love in this condition?
Is it
I
too
feel
late
like
to take religion?
this is too optimistic. This is giving me Midsummer Get Out vibes. I'm just like, no. Like, the more I listen to people.
Alwyn's just living in the moment, just
Knowing what some of those gods that they worship in Cheliax, you're just like,
yeah. Well, this is probably something that's gonna come up to a roll in a second. Well, I'm just gonna say, like, if we're here to learn, right? And you're saying you really can't tell us about what they do in Chiliacs. We don't talk about Chiliacs. No. I say, isn't the point of sharing rituals learning? And say we learn more about Chiliacs, maybe we'd be more open to it.
So
Yes.
two things. Number 1,
Uh-huh.
hero point for the reference. I love it. Number 2, give me a diplomacy check.
Trained in that? Probably not. That's called +0.
Roll high, brother.
You know what? That's a 17 on the dice.
Let's go.
Think that's not.
Maybe we do talk about it.
All right. So you say that, right? And Quintus Zelus is standing up and they got like one hand on the chalkboard and they're pointing to you and they go like, less, and they just move to their chair and like just collapse back into it, kicking their feet up, and their eyes are wide, like their brain is alive with revelation, and they just go, yeah, like, how does secrets ever create like powerful faith magic and a community? Oh, you know what? You got it, man. Listen, little dude, here's what's up, right? So demons, and then like this look kind of covers their face. They go like a mile wide yard stare. So they gotta die, right? And it's because like it's not that, look, there's only so much you should ever tolerate, and there are some things out there that do not deserve tolerance because they would not give the same kindness to you, my dude. So what we do sometimes we just kill them. Like we bring them and then we kill them. But I don't think that's really news to anyone outside Chiliacs, right?
Out of character is that.
Give me a society check.
Society. Wait, let me just make sure I don't have any special feats for this with my background. I don't think I do. No. Society. I'm supposed to. I'm gonna use one of those hero points I just got.
Oh,
That's better. That's a 12.
12. Yeah, no, this is the first time you're hearing about anyone summoning demons on purpose, especially to kill them. So this is kind of a bomb drop.
Aldwin's just kind of like writing notes and looking at them, kind of just like stops, but then just doesn't say anything, just continues writing notes. And on the paper, if you look at it, you just see killing demons and summoning them, 3 question marks, circle, circle, circle. And Owen's like, no, yeah. Totally. Yeah, I think my abuelo may have told me about that. He used to go all over the place back in the day.
Dude, that's cool. Yeah. So like we gotta share, right? So like I really can't tell you what the rituals are. Kind of a guarded secret. If I told you, they'd have to kill me. But maybe, we can kind of come to a middle ground where we realize that religion is just language for a divine intent in all of us.
All right. Great, wonderful. And Alden's gonna look at his wrist, which is not having a watch on it. I think I have to go to my next class. This has been wonderful. Can't wait to talk more about demons.
Yeah. Oh, demons are different. Demons, nasty, gotta kill them. Devils, on sight, they can catch it. Demons, they're like, there's something different. I want to say they're like monsters. No judge, but they come up and they want to square up. I think it's my job to put them down. But demons are different, man.
Great. And quickly, you're just gonna write Damon's ? Awesome. Sorry, what was the professor's name again?
Professor Quintus, Quintus. Sorry, that's very loud. That's my alarm clock for the scene. Quintus, Quintus, and his last name is Zelus, Zelus.
Great. Thank you so much, Professor Zelus. Yeah, I need to start going to my next class. I'll be back sometime.
Yeah, really fast. Give me a check. Religion check actually would be the way to go about this. This will be you studying for this class.
Great. Cool. That's 17.
Wonderful. Yeah, you learned a lot today, and Quintus Zealous, as you leave, kind of offers you the opportunity to, if you want to spend extra credit hours and you have people that you can bring to come to him after class, because he would love to open up a dialogue about how to create rituals with different godly dogmas.
Okay. Cool. I'll write that down.
Okay. That being said, why don't we then jump to Champions class as Aldwin leaves their class and notices Quintus Zealous grabbing their things and running to Champions class to co-teach it with Jensen Ordo. Yeah. So we go to Champions class. You actually go to kind of the gymnasium, which is also doubling as the assembly place. Yes, Makai.
On the way there, I do. If I notice Hero going, I do try to strike up conversation of just like, hey, thanks for getting us to class earlier today. And I get nothing in return. That's cool. That's fine. It's fine.
No, you talking to me. And he like tries to like look cool, I guess, while walking.
And then Greta like peeks behind you. Like, I mean, I don't. Yeah, there's not really anyone else here.
Right. You're so right. Yeah, no.
Yeah, if I wasn't right, I'd be a lefty.
And funny. You're welcome. I do that on a daily.
Well, look at you being a fucking helper. Thanks. You're pretty good at it. You heading to champion class?
Yes, that is exactly where I'm going and nowhere else. Clearly, I know where I'm going. I totally know where my class is.
Oh, good. I don't. I never know where I'm at.
Yeah. We should go straight. And he like tries to look at Greta to see if like she has like any kind of like clue to give where to go, and just like straight left.
Yeah, no, we never got anywhere fun by going straight there. Let's take a little detour. And I just start walking in a direction, and we end up there eventually. But
you are so right. Left it is. He just follows.
All right, give me a survival check or perception check as you kind of go on an adventure and BS your way to class.
Now what is my survival versus my? Well, would you look at that? They're the same.
Whenever
Nice.
you say survival, I just like think that I will just like walk into a trap door and just die. I was like,
I mean, if you do it badly enough, who knows? Maybe you do.
why, PJ?
Look, as a GM, I have to be a little bit of a sadist.
No, really, you don't have to be. There's no requirements for this.
You're right. You're not wrong.
I am right.
Are you though?
Oh my God. Stop.
Okay, really fast. So, Makai, what was your role?
That was a sick, nasty, natural 20, my man.
All right. You try hard to get lost and enjoy the ride, but no, unfortunately, you just beeline right for Champions class. And as stated previously, yeah, you are in the assembly room, which also doubles as the gymnasium / auditorium. And as you get there, you see Jensen Ordo, as you saw earlier, and kind of coming in late, you see Quintus Zealous also there. Again, coming in late, books under the arm. And as you run in, or as he comes running in, Jensen just kind of looks at him and goes, "Are you okay? You're late. You really need to be more professional." And Quintus is like, "Listen, we were really vibing. What can I say? We were talking about rituals. Your boy got excited." I know. I get it. Come on. We have to co-teach this class. All right, everyone, listen up. My name is Jensen Ordo. This is Quintus Ellis. We are some of your Chilaxian teachers. We will not give you mercy. You will be forced by your presence in this class to do work. If you say no, you will be punished. There will be no debate.
Hero, after this quite violent introduction, realizes that he is not in the class that he is supposed to be. And he like kind of like, but he's like too like, you can clearly tell that he's like too embarrassed to like really like make a big show out of leaving. So he just like
tries to cower down next to Greta to like be at least a little bit hidden, just like very slowly.
With that, Jensen goes, all right, we'll no longer mix words. I want everyone at attention. Shoulders up, chest out, chin forward. I want thumbs on the seams of your pants, trousers, dresses. I don't care what you're wearing. I want those thumbs on those side seams. We are going to go forward from there. Do you understand? The answer will only be yes, sir. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir. Greta had been snapped to attention from the moment Homeboy started speaking.
Jensen's like walking around, stops, sees you already attention. Noted. And then just kind of walks around the classroom. All right, first day, we're going to go over the moral compass of combat. Now, Zealous, if you could present us with the today's instruction. And Zealous goes, 1 second. He gets out a book. There it is. Slams a book on the ground, and immediately you see a bunch of horrible imps just like coming out of the ground. Easily like 10 of these things. And Jensen looks at them and he goes, who knows what these are? You.
Sir, that is an imp.
Right. And why must we kill the imp?
Because even if the smaller soldier is allowed to remain, then the people will never know peace.
And why is
because they're
peace
ugly?
That too.
Excuse me. And this bald man with like the chisel jaw goes right in your eyes. He goes, because they're ugly? Do you believe that?
Don't you? Hero just looks like very confused.
He looks at you confused. He looks you up and down. Champion, what is your deity alignment? I'm looking at you. I can't quite find any holy symbols on you.
Actually, sir, I was in the process of inducting them into a membership of Limnerius.
Who's what? Yes, that what she said.
Yes, my friend here was just escorting me to class, wanted to make sure I had a good first day. I was kind of nervous.
I am the emotional support fox.
Solus, status report. The deity mentioned. Oh yeah, no, she's cool. Yeah, no, she's fine, man. She's into like protecting sex workers and prostitutes and just good time. Okay. Chaotic good? The chaotic goodest. All right. All right then. So, is ugly evil? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Fox boy?
Even Greta's giving you the side eye, like, I saved you once.
You're just like, I mean, no, but, and he's making this up, as am I. I mean, historically speaking, most bad things have been unpleasant to look at.
Do you have any idea what an Aries is? EIRYS. Have you ever heard that word before?
No, but I'm sure it will be used to humiliate me right this second. So I'm so excited to hear what it is.
I jab him in the ribs.
Jensen Ordos kind of like nods knowingly, eyes razor sharp, steel edge, and he goes, all right. I know you're not supposed to be in this class, but I hope to see you here more often. That being said, we are to kill the imp. Why? It was capitulated, brought up, argued that it is for peace. And yet, to get peace, we must enact great violence. And make no mistake, your life will always be great violence. Zealous, let the imps go. And Zealous just kind of reading a book, and he goes, I never bound them, man. They're like free spirits or whatever. I don't know. And then you see Jensen is kind of, I'm sorry, you did what? Yeah, well, now they know. And then the imps just and just run to attack you. I need you to tell me how you're going to not die as these little imps are running at you. Skills, attacks, spells. You're in the fight of your life. What are you going to do?
For being a cleric, Greta is very bare bones. It's nothing flashy. They waste no time. Their shield has already been at the ready. They simply draw their swords, stand in front of Hero. And I think Hero even hears them mutter, "I'll show you a fucking necromancer," as they just go to town and just start hacking, swing, slash, stab.
All right. Your choice. You can give me an athletics check or just a roll to attack to signify all of the creatures you're fighting at once.
Or how does this thing work?
Sorry. Me too, man. Me too, friend.
All right, here we go. All right, that's pretty good. That's an 18 plus 7. I don't want to do math, but a lot.
That's 25. That's a dang good roll. So yeah, you start going to the fight. Tell me the tale of the fight as you're hewing these imps left and right and saving your friend.
Just simply, Grita's just takes a long, shaky breath and just runs in. The first imp gets tossed over the shield, comes in with a low blow on the next one, cutting its ankles from underneath it, before turning back, reverse gripping her sword, stabbing the first one, and then just looking at the last couple of like, what's up? Who's next?
Nice. Give me a quick perception check, Makai. And also, Feet, give me a quick perception check as well.
Okay.
All right, that's only going to be a 17.
Oh, twinsies.
Hey.
Awesome. You said 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're looking around, you notice a lot of the imps are gone. You remember there being so many more imps, and a lot of the students do not look like they've done a good job of fighting the other imps. But then you start realizing there's a plethora of rats crawling around the ground, just skittering and chittering as they're moving around the floor, and the students are panicking, trying to attack the rats. And it's about this time that you remember something about being ugly and pretty, and you start to kind of figure out, you think maybe the imps have transformed into rats?
And I call this out. Focus on the numbers. Different accent. Focus on the numbers. Remember, imps, tricky little buggers, shape-shifting. What are we seeing now? Rats? Put 2 and 2 together, folks.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. Now, this is admittedly much less good. That's English than my previous rolls, but it's still going to be a 18.
Nice. Really fast. Fee, what is Hero doing now that they're seeing a room full of imps transform into rats and crawl all over the room?
So Hero was singing "I Need a Hero" as he was sidestepping to Grita's fighting, and he was just like, "I need a hero," and he was like doing a little dancey dance. Now that Grita has decided to call out the rat situation, I think I'm thinking. Okay. He like sees a rat scurrying around, and like his fox eyes and ears like stand attention. He's like, "Got one." Very cat-like, like just jumps and tries to catch a rat with his bare hands.
Right. Give me an acrobatics check. As you're doing that, Makai, so you start shouting orders. You hear this loud thud as the end of a spear is slammed against the ground and hoisted back up. You see a familiar young man you haven't seen since the trial day to go to this college. You see a young man with a really big shield and a spear. And after he slams the ground, he lifts his spear in the air and he says, "You heard it, lads. We stand together. We die together. Shield wall." And you see the bunch of them are like, I have a giant sword. I don't use a shield. Then stand on my right, you moron. And then they move to like flank him. And you know your boy, Lannis Coronald, who during your trial is kind of half the reason you're here. And as he's in this formation trying to get them to work together, he looks to you like, "Thank you," and then starts to fight them off. You start to see some of the rats kind of get picked off, but they're way too small. Fee, what was that acrobatics check?
That was an unnatural 20, my guy.
Dirty 20. Woo! Holy sound of a critical hit. I think we said dirty 20, but I'll still take that crit sound.
Close enough.
You start summoning your inner fox, and sure enough, pap, 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 you're picking them off left and right. Tell me, you know what? I'm gonna say D6. You get 3 in one foul swoop. Tell me the tale of how you start cleaning up this place.
Hero watching as this like hero emerges with his shield wall and has everybody like kind of like encaptured with his heroic voice and, you know, booming presence, just kind of mutters like, "Dramatic much?" Like as like everybody is focused on this, like, you know, Icarus descending from the sun, he just like scurries around behind them, just like slowly cleaning everything up. And he's like, "Yeah, that's how you get
Very
it done."
nice,
I
very
guess.
nice. So you see
not
one
even
rat.
not even my fucking class.
Cleaning up your fucking mess. So there's
Just
one
wanted to
rat
hit on a
left.
teacher. Now I'm fighting rats.
You know, I have to be honest, there hasn't been a lot of hitting on, I'm just saying. So the
I'm
rat,
trying, and then you made them rats, my guy. Like there's only so
I'm sorry, you're
much
gonna hit on
charisma
the
I
hips.
have.
well, it's gonna get a lot worse. You start backing in collectively as you start hewing these rats left and right, and a group has formed at your diplomacy. Eventually one rat is left and their back is stuck to the rafters, and then all of a sudden they start to like shake and grow, and then you see a bear in front of you now coming from the mouse. And that's when you hear Jensen kind of chuckle. "All right, champions, don't die."
Hero drops the last rat, I suppose he like had in his hand, and he's just like, "You know what? No." No. He like spins around. He's like, "You know what? This is not my class. This is too much. This is not on me." And he like tries to like walk straight for the exit door. He's like, "This is it."
D20. I'm rolling it for a reason. You start walking to the exit door. Suddenly this iron grip grabs you by the collar, pulls you into the shoulder, and you hear a voice in your ear say, "I don't remember dismissing you, champion. Now go fight that bear." And you see Jensen Ordo's surprisingly shocking golden yellow eyes and his umber skin tone just staring at you as he throws you back to the formation against the bear. Arms folded, nods at you, and then looks to Gritta and goes, "Your initiative is wonderful. Please, lead your fellow champions to save the day."
Sir, but see, here's the issue that we're apparently having, lost in translation.
Is that there's a bear.
No, the issue is that I am not a champion. I never claim to be. I like don't even know like what even is a sword, you know, like so stupid. So I would like to not die for something that I am not a part of. I am so sorry. I can play you a song.
Really fast. Hero, what is your AC?
Oh no. I don't know. PJ.
That's okay.
What should it be?
What should it be? What it's going to be is that you just take 5 damage as the bear claw just scratches across your back.
My AC is 10.
This definitely is. What was that, Makai?
I would like to use my ability. I can only go so high. Shield block.
Okay, cool. So As the claw is about to come down on you, you hear this loud metallic clang as the bear claw ricochets off the shield protecting you. Looking, you see Gritta's shield extended, and the bear looks confused. They look at their hands, and they look back to Gritta. I need you to make one skill check on how you're going to defeat the imp turn into a bear and come out with your life intact. What are you going to do?
Not even fully looking at the bear. I'm looking at Hero, sort of sad look in my face. You really think I will let you die? As just behind the back, I just lop its head off.
All right, give me an athletics check. Hero, what are you going to do?
I seeing that Gritta risked her life, or at least in Hero's eyes, risked her life to save him. He pulls out his rapier that he has not touched for a very long time, and still looking at Gritta, he's like, he says, "I would die for you too," and like cuts towards
Full
the
team
bear.
decapitation.
All right, so I want you both to make attack rolls, and since you're doing this epic moment, I'm gonna give you both a +1 to your roll, kind of like a teamwork bonus.
Sweet.
Nice. I got a 22 with that +1. It was a 23.
All right.
Damn.
Fee, it was yours.
I got a 19.
Okay, so I want you to tell me the tale of how you team up and kill this imp turned bear.
Twirling Gritta around as if we're dancing the tango, he dips her as he slices the head of the bear or the chest. I'm not really sure how in proximity we are to the enemy, but
I feel you. And while being dipped, Gritta just starts laughing and snorting. Just like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. And just behind their head, they're just gonna fire off a divine lance to take care of the body.
Nice. All right. So with your teamwork dancing together like a beautiful tango of violence and divine wrath, the bear splits from the impact, and with the sizzle, you see the fur turn into an impy cadaver, and then it bubbles and moves through the earth and goes back to the nine hells. You see Jensen Ordo just kind of nodding, going, good. You keep this up, you will live to kill many more demons in my class. All right, you're dismissed. Everyone, I'm sorry, the two of you, give me a quick check to summarize your study. You can make this a religion check. You can make this an acrobatics or athletics check, whatever you feel would best summarize what you just went through.
all right. Okay.
Again, all of those checks are the same number.
I got a 27.
I got less than that, but it's 25. I can do math now. I figured
Nice.
it out.
Okay. Well, Fee, I don't know if you want to consider taking champions class, but you just critically succeeded your first day's training and you got a +2 to the test final.
Let's go!
But what I will say is, as you leave, a quick little paper voucher is written and ripped off to you from Jensen and Quintus. This +2 means if you don't want to be a champion, you can use this to make that +2 kind of like another class more of your curriculum.
Got it.
So your choice.
Cool. Hero, absolutely traumatized, walks out with like stiff limbs and just like accepts the piece of paper, and he's like, "Hans, thank you so much," and stalks away.
All right. So what we're
Real quick, upon what was his name again? My friend
Lannis Coronald.
Lannis. As soon as everything's like over, Grit is just there catching their breath for a little bit. It's like, whew, okay, all of them gone. Good. Lanny! And they just run over and just tackle Lannis.
Aww.
As you tackle Lannis, there is absolutely that stereotypical anime like "Nani?" Like response to your tackle, and then kind of looks around. and then just goes, and then just immediately shoves you off, just like denies the glomp and goes, it's good to see you. It's good to see you too, Krita. You know,
He's really gonna have to try and get me off strength check.
okay, I guess we're doing this. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I have to make an athletics check against your fortitude DC. So
Makes
I
sense.
want to know the number. What is your fortitude bonus plus 10?
18.
18 total. Okay, so he's got a beaten 18, and he's a strong lad. 17 on the die face. He absolutely shoves you off. And then he goes, Greta, please compose thyself. We're in champions class, but thank you for the hug. It was
Didn't you hear him? Class is over.
oh yeah, I suppose it is. I'll see
Yeah, so
you.
you're gonna hug me back or not, you fucking twit.
I will salute you and I will thank you for your time. You were a great leader in there. I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll be put up in a group fight against you. We'll see what happens.
I mean, if you're trying to get your ass kicked again, you just gotta ask me, mate.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, fine. We'll see if we get round 2 from trial day. Maybe I'll kick your ass this time. But until then, I gotta go. I need to take
Hey.
religion class.
Hey, don't let me kick you. Take care and be safe. And
All
remember,
right.
be blessed.
Be blessed. Good. And he just runs away. He's going to class. He's running to class with his spear and shield. Like he never leaves it at home.
You need
And
it.
then,
That's why we're friends.
I am going to write so much fan fiction about this.
I ship it.
No.
Oh, I ship it.
Oh, wait till you see
Oh.
Greta's
Ooh,
actual
yeah.
interest.
Good lord.
well, that being said, I'm glad we could leave on some spicy notes because we're gonna take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we're gonna start off with Aki going to summoner class, which should be fun. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, about 9:46 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We love you. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Bye. Bye. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being patient. We are back from our 5-minute break, and we really appreciate it. That being said, we are going to start off with Aki going to their first ever summoning class at the Arcana Miriam here at Wayward Arcadium. So Sarnai goes to the summoning class. Somewhere off in the back, you find this lecture hall where the room is covered in ancient artifacts all over the wall. You get a feeling from the different sort of sigils and the different reagents hiding around in little drawers and armoires that this is kind of a magical multi-purpose room. But coming in here, you feel like the hair on your back of your neck stand up. You see the teacher is this very sharp, cruel-looking man with long black hair, kind of gelled backwards, looking at a book, leaning backhand on a desk. You see a bunch of students kind of in a horseshoe sitting on the ground, and he's reading from a book. He sees you. Welcome to summoning class. Please be seated anywhere in the horseshoe. What is your name again?
Sonai El Tishma.
I know your father. I feel the
So
need
it
to
is
say
about-
that now.
Amazing. So does about 5 other teachers.
Wonderful. They start making notes. Great. So, everyone in this class, you are a summoner, which means you can reach out and make a contract with something. Everything about this magic will be to use it to enact your will upon another who finds a synergistic relationship. You, Sarnai, you're new. Tell the class about your contract.
Occasionally, I can summon a dragon.
A dragon.
Yes.
And what does this dragon do for you?
Well, she can do lots of things, but I simply like keeping her around. Her presence is comforting.
And is this supposed to be a pet?
Pet, family friend, very long pillow. All of those suffice.
The teacher takes a look at their book again, looks at you. Sarnai has some interesting approaches. Who can tell him? Who can tell them why they're wrong? Yes, you, hand already up like I don't see it. And you see this young man, arm raised. He's got definitely a high fade haircut, gelled in the front. He's got like a Padawan braid sort of kind of coming down. You can see the halfling ears kind of rounding out behind it, and already lean muscle for such a young man. And he's wearing a kind of a shirt that shows off that muscle. And you see a sword on his hip as he looks to you with his kind of like golden gray hair, almost like tow. And he says, yeah. So the problem is that you're treating like a pet. It's not a pet. It works for you. And quite frankly, if you wanted to get a pet, you could go down the store and buy one. Now you're just thinking you're better than people, flexing off with a dragon. You are incorrect. And he gets up and immediately squares to you, hand on his rapier on the side of his hip. And he says, and judging by your taste in clothes, I can tell you're also kind of mid.
Oh, I stand up. Mid. Oh. This coming from the equivalent of a Capri Sun.
He chuckles, goes, Capri Sun?
Yes.
What? The most superior of all refreshing juice-based drinks?
Kool-Aid.
I must thank you for your compliment. Clearly, you walked in here to make me just look better by comparison. So thank you for coming in with your body pillow pet. I'm sorry, but if you were a summoner, I could barely call you a shepherd.
A shepherd. I don't flock sheep like you flock. I'm not going to finish that. It's not very appropriate for this class or this setting. What I will say, though, is I'm going to enjoy crushing you to a small concrete paste that perhaps one of my friends can put in an empanada.
Empanada. Hey, Teach, empanada, is that like a pie, but fits in the hand? And you see the teacher just looking at the book going, both of you are driving me mad. I will tell you what, since neither of you can come to a discourse as to what summoning is supposed to be, why don't you just kill each other now and make my day better? Summon your creatures. Let's have a direct demonstration.
Cool.
I have a question while this is happening. Why is this school out to kill us? Just
Because
floating.
we're adventurers.
Just
the world's out
floating
to
that
kill
your
us.
way. Like, why
Get
is
ready.
every class just geared to just being like happy survival?
I mean, Jensen ought to put it best. The world's out to kill you.
Yeah,
Get ready or
also,
get dead.
what was his name again? I need to know for fanfic purposes.
They have not given their name yet.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
find that out soon.
We don't know.
That being said, the young man walks up to you and he says, you heard Teach? Day one, and I get to show you how much better I am than you. So I recommend you square up, big man, because I cannot wait to cut you down like a tree. And then he kind of slowly steps back, losing eye contact on you.
Mm-hmm. I am quite tall, yes.
His name is Weenie Boy.
I'm gonna summon first. And so Sarnai has like golden eyes. and they'll just go black for like a hot second. No, not black, my bad. Red for a hot second as um they kind of move their hand ever so fluidly in the sky and say, "From the shadows I call to thee, half my soul now escaped from me. Summon you, may Whoops, I summon you, may soul to kiss. Serve me now, my morning bliss." And like just as I say it, words kind of straight up show up, like Levy from Fairy Tale and her magic, and it just slowly forms this black noodle like Eastern dragon. Um and Naga is here.
Okay. And as you form Naga, the young halfling man looks to you and goes, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then he kind of takes a deep stance with his feet, and he takes his fingers and he says, "Parthenax, arrive." And suddenly these two hands claw around the shoulders of this young boy, and almost like pulling itself like it's coming out of the pool. You see this bronze dragon just start rising from behind him until it like gets bigger and bigger and then starts kind of moving around him. You're looking at this massive bronze dragon staring down at your good shadowy noodle boy, and they're just and then the dragon gets really close to Naga and raises an eyebrow, snorts on it, and chuckles as he squares back. Even his dragon is a dick.
I have a new OTP.
Naga is a very, very sophisticated lady, I will definitely say. That being said, when the snorting happens, she just gives me like a vibe, and I make a little kissing noise. And I would like Naga to use her breath weapon.
Okay, is that a save on my part? It is, right? Or you
Yes,
rolled a hit?
it is a reflex save, basic reflex save. You know, just one of those.
So please describe for me this breath weapon, please.
It's this. It straight up is going to look like, I believe, black fire right now, as we're not going for a cone, we're going straight for a line. We're trying to hit this dragon, and possibly as well, we will automatically kind of hit the user, but it's definitely one of those lines for sure, trying to not hit anyone else, demonstrating our complete and total fucking control. But yeah.
So as you do that, Parthenax, the bronze dragon, the thing comes at him, opens his mouth, grabs it, and then you start seeing lightning start to pierce and prick out from its maw. And as it opens its mouth, you can see the energy you just shot hanging in its maw. As electricity starts to form around it, breaks it, and fires back. He straight up got a critical 20 on the reflex save.
I hate it here.
So he just went, nope, corrupted it into his own lightning breath and fired a beam of lightning at you. I need you to make a reflex save.
Damn.
I hate it here.
Well, I know for a fact it'll be somewhere in the 20s. Double checking my math. 23.
23, yeah. So that's a success. You're going to take half damage. I'll just round it up and say you take about 3 lightning damage as this whizzes by, and it kind of scrapes against Naga. To meet the lightning damage hits off, you look back at the fight and you see Parthenax now is just kind of 2 feet on the ground, just completely manifested. Give me a quick perception check.
That is 24.
24. So you look around, you realize the young man who summoned Parthenax is not on the battle strip. They are not engaged with you physically. You're starting to wonder where he is. And then you look and he comes up to your right flank, draws his sword and puts you at sword point. However, because you saw him and he saw you, noticing him, he does it a little early. There's about a good 5 feet of safe distance between you all.
I'm going to meet him with a hydraulic push.
Okay. All right. And that's a roll to hit, or is that a save on my part?
I believe that's a roll to hit.
Okay. Roll to hit
It
him.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Dicey going, yes, it is. Hit him.
It in.
Do it.
Full attack is correct. 24.
24. Oh no. What's the critical effect of that? Just doubles the damage?
I think they get pushed.
They take 66 bludgeoning and is knocked back 10 feet.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
Good
no. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
First day, someone gets murdered. Wow.
Roll for me the 66 bludgeoning damage on this person.
I told you I'm not here to fuck around.
I love it.
just here
I-
to find out.
I
This-
love it.
This ship dead too soon.
24, motherfucker.
Oh,
24
my
damage.
God.
So he pulls out his sword and he's like, you're so busy loving your creature, you can't even pay attention to a simple. And then you just fire this thing. And it goes, and then he flies.
Like I look from like the corner of my eye to see this pipsqueak, and then it's Naga who turns and shoots the hydraulic push out of her. And then afterwards, because I got a crit while he's bouncing, I'd like to shoot another one. Just straight up, just like, oh god, and just push him out of the class straight up. So it's,
Off my
it's a nice
stage.
little bouncy ball.
So
Get off my
good.
combat strip.
Just get out of here.
Yeah, he just craters, bounces, he gets back up, draws a sword. You can see he's like, well, you know, and then he goes flying back a second time. With that, the teacher stops and says, Sonai, pay close attention. And he points to Parthenax. You see Sarnax, or you see Parthenax just kind of looking nauseous, holding themselves like they've just been pummeled and stabbed, and they just go and with a horrible dragon roar, which I'll not do because I'll bust my microphone. Parthenax just screams and vanishes. Let that be a lesson to all of you. You are under a strict contract. If one of you dies, well, you both will perish. Please pay close attention to your contracts, as they will be used against you. Now, if you'll excuse me, and they look to you, Aki, give me a perception check really fast as they exchange a look at you.
Oh, I still had I still had it rolling 6. I was about to say 79. No, that is
Lord.
incorrect. Okay, that's, I think it 19.
19. All right. So they look at you. You can tell it's so small, so subtle. There's a quick look of pride. Like, good job. And they turn and they say, I must check on the boy because the contracts will be used against you. And then the man just shuffles off, loudly shouting this boy's full name. And he says, Melee Powers Shalar. If you do not get up right now, I will feed your soul to what you don't want to know. The boy gets up and he goes, hey, it's okay. You know what? First day, I'll give it to you because I'm just warming up. I can do this all. And the man grabs him by the ear and he goes, you will shut your stupid mouth and you will pay attention. I will shut my stupid mouth and I'm going to pay attention because I can learn, unlike some people. And then he pulls the kid back in class, forces him down in his seat.
I'm prestidigitating all the water, by the way, and I just go, apologies for those who got wet. The splash zone was not intended.
Everyone, I would like to make a very observational and astute note. This is Sarnai, and from now on, if you wish to pass my class, you will surpass them through combat, wit, or creativity. I don't care. Hello, Sarnai. Welcome to your first day of class. You are now public enemy number 1 in my class. I hope you do not fail your father here.
Oh, trust me. I'll do it in some way.
Well, we'll see about that. Now, everyone open up your books and we will start going over contractual obligations with the arcana elements of your summons. That being said, Aki, really quickly, kick ass on your first day. Give me a check. Give me a check that would represent your first day of study. You make it arcana, you can make it society, whatever you feel is appropriate.
If I say society, could I also get a gauge of like which students are out to get me and which students simply just want to hang?
I'll make a perception check for that.
So,
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay. So you're taking good notes. You're doing a good job of that. It is a little weird because you are definitely seeing about 6 students eyeing you up like battle royale style, going, okay, I'm gonna aim for the top. I gotta take them out.
Take him.
And that's not including melee power Shalar, who was talking all that good stuff a minute ago and then got hydro checked in his chest. The teacher stops you before you leave class when it gets dismissed. Saranai, come here.
Yes, I turn. I still have Naga the whole time, by the way. She deserves it. She was like, we're studying, and I'm like, we're both reading this book together. Like, it's very like that.
So they introduce themselves as Professor Remy Morto, and they say, Sarnai, I want you to know that no matter what happens from here on out, trust no one.
Ominous, yes. But thank you for the heads up.
It's the only warning you are going to get from me.
Perfect.
Shoo.
I shoot.
I take a full action to shoo. Awesome. All right. So great done on your first day of summoners class. I did not know you're about to just body that student.
No,
Get
I was
gone,
like,
scrub.
if I can make the rolls, then I'll make the rolls. But I will say I have not rolled anything below like a 15 so far. So that's
What's
just
that like?
That's just well, since it happens so often, it's actually very underwhelming. I will say the hydraulic push was fun. I got
Very
to play
much.
Ping pong or something.
You put that boy into a different curriculum. That's how hard you hit him.
Delete him. Get bent, weenie boy.
I felt extra threatened because it was just another dragon. Not gonna lie.
So now we're gonna go to we're gonna switch views. Aurora, you are going to the fanfic club, correct?
Yes.
Awesome, wonderful. All right. So you're going to the fanfic club. They meet kind of in the second layer of the school in another writing room. Just down the road, or just down the hallway, you can hear the newspaper club meeting and discussing newspaper stories. You can see a whole bunch of signs like knitting club, and they have these little tabs on there, and it says knitting club, like join us in making the world's biggest quilt, and theater club, and it's like theater club desperately needs you to be a star, and all these different things. And as you pass them, you get to the fanfic club, and you see you see everyone feverishly writing, and on the wall you see a series of magic sigils and images and strings going everywhere. It looks like the Pepe. It was the Pepe Sylvia thing.
From Always Sunny.
Exactly. And it's like, who are the new teachers? Who's dating who? Like, who would kill who in a fight on the roof or during the rain? And it's all these writing prompts. And there's a young woman with very, very, very long blonde hair and a headband and a very cute kind of dress, almost kind of like a cottage dress style. And she's writing, feverishly looking up, and just starts like doing this, like she's really heavily thinking about what's on the wall.
We'll kind of slip into the class like kind of quietly, and then just sort of like look around and take it all in, and then just go, this is a little bit more than I was expecting, but we're dedicated.
Oh, hi, you must be new. Yeah, no, we're the Fantasy Club.
Yes.
We are absolutely dedicated because the art has to be perfect.
Yes, of course. And this is that's the one that's doing the religion class, and that's the
She comes in and she's right at the board. She goes, yeah. So okay, so we have a lot of theories. The religion class teacher, Quintus Zelus, we know nothing about him. He is so laid back, like we think he's like secretly kind of a badass, you know what I mean? Like a very strong person. And then there's Jensen Ordo, and he comes off very, rigid, but we think he's totally a softie. And we're trying to figure out, where do they all fit in the story? Who's dating who? Who's betraying who?
Yes. I mean, we've got. I mean, they're teaching the champions class together. They must be spending a lot of time together, especially outside of class.
Yeah, I mean, we think, if they're sitting here teaching the same class together every day, all the time, they're fucking.
Oh, of course. It's that, that kind of tension between people. You just gotta get it out.
In the personality profiles, like of course they would. Like, look how strong and just the jawline on Jensen. Like, he's definitely the guy who's gonna like pin you against the wall, and you know what I mean?
Yes, I can say I know what you mean.
Yeah. And then, okay, but what about the woman who has the really awesome hood and the face mask? She's an enigma. Who is she? What is she like? Reports say that she's very cold and stoic, which means she's gotta be a freak, right?
Oh, of course. She's probably incredibly hot under that mask.
I mean, she's gotta be. Why would she wear the mask? I bet she has like the smallest scar on her face, and it's a secret shame, but it's like it works for her.
It's probably like the lip scar that's like right here.
Yes. Oh, but we don't have it's all conjecture. That's the problem. We don't have any real evidence. It's only the first day of school, and it's
True.
I just wish we could get the charter approved so that we can go and investigate. Yeah, I mean, look, we gotta know what's going on, right? Because we can sit here and talk about the pairings all day. Me personally, I am pairing Jensen Ordo with the Domino Girl. I think that there's this whole unspoken love, because you can't see her face, so you don't know, but he knows, secretly.
Pebble, do you have any thoughts on this?
Oh no. So Pebble,
I just have to know.
Pebble kind of sneaks back and he goes, I think I think the best way to find out is through torture and interrogation. I have a wet sock, and I have an electrode. Don't ask about it. I got a connection. Pebble knows a guy.
Well, that is one way to do it. Maybe we just follow them. I don't know.
Yeah, following, stalking, watching, observing.
Stalking
hunter.
is
They are the prey.
such a harsh word. Just, following, observing.
Only cowards watch. Real heroes follow.
Good words. Yes, but I mean, have we just ever thought about just maybe signing up for some of these classes? Just because it's an easy way to observe them.
So the woman with the long blonde hair, the girl with the long blonde hair goes, "Oh yeah, well we thought about it. We're already taking a full workload, and if we take any extra classes, it'll be very, very
Sure.
difficult, but we're working on maybe having some sort of social that may require chaperones, and hoping that the new
Mhm.
intramural Chilaxian teachers will be there. Or an
Yes.
off-campus event, which of course we're definitely going to need adult supervision for,
Oh, of course. Absalom has great places. I'm sure. As someone who just arrived at Absalom, I don't know that many of those places. I'm sure it has great places that we can get them to take us to. And I may know people who are in some of these classes, and I can always get them to give us like the lowdown.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. We could. Okay. So I think we have to do Operation. Oh, I don't have a good name for it. Operation Follow the Teachers and Learn About Them. Yeah.
That sounds a bit on the nose. Operation Hidden Love?
Her eyes grow to massive proportions. You see the stars alighting in them as they're like, Operation Hidden Love. Yes, that's perfect.
And then you can say it like out loud, and they're not going to know what you're talking about. But if it's the Operation Follow and Observe, they're going to know what you're talking about.
Of course. They're from Cheliax. They're probably just like really good in a fight. Right. Okay. So Operation Hidden Love is in effect. And we are going to make sure that we learn what their interests are, what their schedule is like, and maybe how we can just kind of get them all in the same room and just learn about them. They're new teachers. We don't even know what they're like. I mean, have you seen the jawline on this man? Let's talk about the jawline on this man. This jawline was cut by a chisel. I swear to Desna. This is a chiseled jaw.
Desna would very much like that jawline.
Probably. Let me just talk about it for a second. As she starts going off on this long tangent, theories about the handsome features of everyone in the school. So with that, she kind of calms down a bit. And she goes, "Thank you. I have so many theories. You're the only person who politely listens to my theories."
They're very fascinating. I mean, I certainly look forward to seeing where they will go. I just thought we were going to be reading books, but this is actually a little bit more interesting than reading books.
Yeah. Well, we write the fanfic, of course, and we read it and we share it in class together.
Oh,
But we have to write it first. We have to get the materials, and I think this is the best way. This is going to be the best fanfic year ever.
yes. And certainly, as I learn more about the teachers, I will come up with more ideas.
Yeah. I just had a great idea. Why don't we break into the main office and take copies of their onboarding paperwork? We'll get a good leap start on the whole investigation.
We'll just kind of like slowly glance over at Pebble. I'm just being like, are we sure we won't get caught?
Pebble kind of starts leaning, goes, "Only living witnesses will rat us out. If they're dead men don't talk. Do it.
I mean, are we gonna like? I think now would probably be a bad time. It's probably a lot of people in the office right now. It would have to be it's late at night probably.
You know what? Girl, I see where you're going with, and I agree. Let's break in when classes are over. It's nighttime. Sneak in under dark. It'll be so exciting. It'll be like a secret mission.
Aurora is suddenly finding herself just being like, how does one say no to this? But out of just like being way too nice and way too polite to say no, and just being like, I mean, I can always be a lookout. I have spells. I can message. That's a spell I know. I can, what you all can get in there, and then if somebody is like coming, I can use my message spell and be like, oh no, someone's coming.
She goes, yeah, perfect. Okay, it's a plan. Meet back here at 10 o'clock at night. Everyone will be gone, and if they're not asleep, we can just break in.
Yes.
Great. I'll see you here at 10 o'clock. All right, everyone, did you hear that? Operation Hidden Love is going to start with an awesome adventure. And really quickly, I need you to make your roll for studying in this club endeavor. You can make that whatever you want. Society, perception, whatever you feel is accurate to your experience.
Stealth.
I was about to be like stealth. I mean, society probably works.
Okay.
And that is a 27.
27. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you critically succeeded that DC. You're getting a lot of bonus points for when you have to finish up your timeless class. As everyone's walking away, a halfling girl comes in. She's got like ginger red hair, and it's wonderfully braided, and she's got her books with her, and she says, hey, I'm sorry about Beatrice. She
Is intense?
yeah, so I'm not supposed to talk about this, but last year we had a different head of fanfic club, and then there was like some weird investigation, and there was a lot of weird things found out about her, and then she got kicked out of fanfic club, and then Beatrice took over. Like, I just came because I think it's kind of fun, to just tell silly romantic stories about two people who are in love and it's not real. But Beatrice gets a little well, you saw the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I agreed to that.
Well, I hate to say this, but you may want to follow through on it, because if she shows up and you're not there, she will remember that. But
yeah, so I tried to give myself the easiest job.
yeah. Well, look, I mean, honestly, we don't know anything about these Chilaxian teachers. I heard one of them summoned a bunch of demons and almost killed students with them. Like, maybe we need to investigate these people. That maybe just to know more, see if we're safe. But maybe Beatrice isn't. Maybe we're not safe with her either. I don't know.
I don't know. Also, can I make any kind of checks to see what Aurora knows about like Cheliax or anything like that? Anything she might have read in one of her father's books?
Yeah, give me a society check.
It'll be a 24.
24. Oh yeah. You definitely, from your father's notes, have seen a bunch of very concerning details. You remember notes saying things like demon summoning, demon subjugation, ? Demon bonding? No. That goes against psychological profile. Heavy mental conditioning, heavy military training to the point of torture. Like, all these notes about them is kind of scary. And the one thing they mention is the order of their military infrastructure is deadly, destructive, and most times tyrannical.
I'm just like, I mean, Cheliax is not known for being nice. or good, lawful, yes, but good. So I mean, maybe they're just like outcasts of Cheliax or something. Maybe we could figure out like what these teachers are about, and maybe it's just I can't even justify summoning demons on the first day.
Yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, I'm not gonna say because you're from Chiliax, you're evil or bad. I mean, Quintessella seems
Kind of chill.
interesting. Yeah, right? So I don't know, but I do think that there's no harm in learning what they're not telling us. And until then, be careful, girl. Okay? I gotta go. I think people are waiting for me.
Yeah. Aurora, it's nice
Oh.
to meet you.
Aurora, nice to meet you. My name's Poppy.
Nice to meet you, Poppy, and I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'll see you around, girl. And she kind of grabs her books and she kind of pops up and skedaddles out of there. And everyone in the fanfic club has left the room now.
Aurora is going to probably try to find somebody that she knows and just be like, oh no, help, please. First person she knows, she's like, gonna walk up to them and just be like, so you know how there's a fanfic club?
So yeah, you can definitely, as a group, reconvene now. It's been most of the day is done. You can get some food. There's a few two places where you get like some commissary or a place to grub and eat. You could absolutely reconnect and talk about your insane first day.
Yep. Are we all just like kind of relatively close? Like we all just end up sitting at the same table because it's just like a familiar face.
I mean, you'd probably see Aldwin probably there for most of the day, kind of like half eating, half just like writing in what's it called? Looks like a journal, but if you get closer, it's just full of recipes. You're just writing in the margins. While eating an empanada.
Yeah, Aurora is probably like bread, apple, cheese. This is lunch.
We're in the cafeteria, right? Or ish. That's where everybody. Okay, Hero walks up and then busts through the doors, and he's just like, "I almost died today."
I helped.
Very, very dramatic.
Did you help with the almost dying, or are you the reason they didn't die?
No, the second one.
Cool.
And then he walks up to the cafeteria lunch lady and is just like, I deserve that chocolate pudding cup over there for free because this school wanted to kill me. And he like looks her like dead in the eye and just like points at the pudding cup.
She stacks two, slides them to you, and just goes, "Have a good day, child."
Hero, not really satisfied because he like wanted to fight, like just looks at the pudding and at her and it's like, thanks. Grabs it and like scours away in his little raccoon manners.
And Aurora will like sit down across from Aldwin and just be like, hey, was your morning interesting?
For the most part, these new teachers are really intense.
Yeah,
no, right? Isn't it great?
I mean,
that's the word for it.
Does everyone else like? You know what? Like Cheliax and all that, right?
This is where I put my tray. As I sit down with a very lavish meal, and I go, "Yes, what about it?"
I stayed there a couple times.
I mean, Cheliax is like, of all the good places, it's not.
Wow, that description is super helpful. And Hero just like steal some food off of everybody's food. Honestly, can I roll
Can I roll for stealth?
You don't have to steal. I would like cut you a piece.
No,
and
this
then
it's funnier this way.
I think it's like heroes trying to steal off Sarnai's plate. They're just gonna slowly, like, as their hand is moving, just slip an empanada into Hero's hand.
Perfect. One hand in the empanada, the other's trying to steal.
Greta might stab you. I don't know what you want from me.
Can I roll? Can we roll?
I think Fee wants a roll off to steal
Yeah,
your
I'm
all's
fine
food.
with it. I'm here
I
for
really
it.
want to have this roll up.
Yeah,
I wanna
sure.
know.
Try to steal some bread or cheese or apple.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Give me a stealth check to or a thievery. No, give me a thievery check. Sorry, give me a thievery check to steal the food goods.
Oh, PJ, you made me so happy with this one. Okay. That's a 26.
Okay, so we're gonna compare that to your all's perception DCs. Whatever your bonus is.
It's not that. Mine is a 16. That's a critical success on mine. It's like I'm like, I had a half. Where'd my other half of my loaf of bread go?
He steals it like out of your hand, like you were about to bite
I'm
into
like-
it, and he's just like, nope.
Yeah, they're definitely not. You beat me as well, significantly.
1 second. Now I'm just checking what my Naga can do.
I love that I'm not getting stabbed, at least by Greta. Thank God.
Oh, and Cheliax, not good. All these new teachers are from Cheliax. Is one of them a Hell Knight? And
2 of them are Hell Knights, based
The
on
two
what
of
I
them?
can tell.
oh,
Oh,
Why don't you tell me more about Cheliax, since you seem to know so much
I
about
mean, I just
Cheliax?
remember my dad had a lot of notes and stuff on it, and demon subjugation.
demons.
Summoning?
And then
Yeah,
all the one's gonna
demons.
reach into their bag and just like pull out the page with all the random notes. Yeah. The teacher showed me all of this. They summoned they summon demons and kill them. Is that a thing? That seems kind of messed
I
up.
think that's what they did in the champion class, because I heard something about that.
Oh yeah, they summoned a bunch of little imps and then they turned into rats. Then they turned into bears. Then I stabbed a bunch of them and then I shot one in the belly while Hiroki decapitated him. It was really fucking mint, actually.
I'm really glad I didn't take the champion class.
I would just
That's
like
exciting morning.
to. I would just like to point out, as he's like eating, very unbothered. I would just really love to point out that our class tried to kill us. I'm not really sure like how normal that is for all of you guys, but like would really like to touch on the insurance policy this place probably has to have, because like just want to say I almost died, and he like
Really?
very
That's what it takes to take
aggressively
you down?
opens up his pudding cup and just like shoves it into his mouth.
And you all know how there's like a fanfic club?
We have a fanfic club?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the things. It seems
Well, I went there today, just after having my soul temporarily removed from my body this morning.
right.
I was like, oh, I'll just take something easy this afternoon. And it's not easy. I have been talked into helping them break into the office to look at the new teacher's records. Would anyone like to assist me with that?
Aldwin's is like Crime?
Crime. I was just the lookout, and because I got the message spell.
Well,
But I do kind of find myself a little curious to, learn a little bit more about these teachers.
Good question. Where are we? What did you say? So I like blanked out. Where are we breaking into?
The main office? Well, the Beatrice from the fanfic club is breaking into the main office. I'm helping.
Yeah, but like if the main office door is already open, then if I slink in after you guys, technically I am not the one breaking in. So yeah,
No,
sure,
I
I'm in.
still think you're breaking in at that point.
No,
but fuck it,
no,
don't let
because
them
I'm not
do that,
actually doing the breaking. I'm just walking through an open door, which
But you're
technically is an
doing-
invitation.
you're doing the in of the breaking in.
Yeah, that's
I
still an
mean,
awful entry
If
back.
they usually
Yeah.
do call it like breaking and entering, you're doing the entering part?
Yeah, see?
Yes,
I
but
mean,
I
I'm
didn't do
in.
the
I'm down
breaking,
for
so
crime.
technically it's like only 50%. Do you want me there or not?
Sure. Yeah.
It
I
sounds like you
mean,
like crime.
it's a crime. I know it'll make Pebble happy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The homicidal owl's coming with you on this break-in.
He goes with me everywhere. He's kind of like my familiar. Like he's the reason I can do magic.
That's your familiar.
Yes.
I would hope you two are familiar. You spend a lot of time together.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
dear,
actually
Rita.
nothing to say. I am so stunned. I have
Aurora
nothing.
also speechless, just being like,
And the table
You're
was
not
too
wrong.
stunned to speak.
Didn't I have 3 rolls?
I mean, I think you're just really hungry. Like I swear I had more bread.
Alduin just eating an empanada knowingly. Uh-huh.
And I was having sesame chicken with rice.
Just sworn I had 4 steaks. What the fuck?
That's a
I'm
lot of
getting Hero's
protein.
getting fed. Hell
Yes.
yeah. He's getting like steak, some sesame chicken, empanadas. We're like world tour for his mouth and his taste buds. I love it.
The power of friendship is free food.
um
Ha.
so I mean, one, I do like crime. I usually don't get caught usually. But I mean, I am pretty weirded out by all the teachers. The whole, like the religion class, like Zealous was like, I mean, honestly,
he's
he seemed
great.
like, yeah, he seemed great and really like chill vibes, dude. Just like whenever the word demon, not Damon, by the way, demon,
Two very
devils, all
different
that
things.
stuff. Yes, I found out. I just misspoke, and I'm like, oh, now I need to look this up. But yes, demons. It looked like he was going to murder someone every time he said the word.
Oh, not someone. A demon. 2 very
I
different
mean,
things.
I mean, if
They're
he's
called
if he's
Hell Knights.
Hell Knight, that's
Yeah.
what they do. They like
Yeah.
fight demons.
Isn't it strange
Well-
that our teachers are Hell Knights? Sorry.
No, not really.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
we are in
this-
Absalom.
This has been so much fun. And Sana's gonna just sit up a little bit and go, well now, as this table has quite put it, you have made me quite uncomfortable with your talk of chiliacs. And so
Oh,
I shall
sorry.
take my leave. Do you enjoy your crimes?
Yeah.
You know, when we're not demon summoning, we're quite nice people.
I didn't.
I'll get up. And I will
Okay.
go.
Oh, wait, can I
Go
talk
on
to you real quick?
summoning.
And I chase after.
Yeah, you can come. I like you.
Oh,
So
okay.
Hero didn't really pick up on the undertone that Saranai was like clearly putting out. And he just like looks up and he's like, yeah, buddy, see you later. I like the whole stoic thing you have going on. That is like so cool and not outdated like at all. You're doing great. And he like continues to eat.
Oh, I did the thing again.
I think you were just mostly talking about these weird teachers. What the-
Disrespected a whole culture is what you did.
Alduin was talking about teachers.
All right, so Aki and Makai, you are currently running off in another direction. Aki, where are you going with Makai?
I think I was just walking. Need the air. Need the emotional support dragon.
Makes
So
sense.
Naga's out. Naga had to eat anyways. Naga's there.
Oh, was Naga out at the table?
Yes.
Okay, Greta looked very uneasy the entire time.
You're about to continue to be uneasy because Naga is like very like Naga's just a giant cat, right? Like the equivalent of like a lap dog. So with her whole like snake-like body, she's just wrapping around Sarnai like the most ridiculously unnecessary, scaly, feathered boa like type vibe. You know, it's one of those.
I love
things.
them. I love them so much. I want
But
you
the
to
head
know
is
that.
head is always like by Sarna's like neck head area, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Greta is running up. They stop, a good distance away. Hey, Sir and I. Oh, good evening, lady. And good evening, Lady Naga. And she says that they say that in Draconic.
Oh,
Hey, I had a quick question for you. You are you're in the necromancy class. okay at it, but I can't help but feel like I have a really, let's call it a skewed point of view. But I was thinking, maybe we could work together. You could help me with something, I could help you with something. We could study together, maybe.
I'm fine with it if you need a study buddy.
Oh, thank God! I was about to bribe you with this beer.
No, I don't need bribery. I don't mind. It's for the academics, and the last thing I need is people I am associated with failing. It looks bad on me, it looks bad on you, it looks bad on all of us. Also, I'm pretty
but I
sure
look
nobody
good.
wants a failed grade.
I'm just touched that you care about me. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh no.
there. Those are droplets. Ah.
It's fine.
You
No, it's chill. I got it. I carry.
napkin? I pull out a little handkerchief.
Thanks. I carry a spare little.
It's black and it's very nice fine silk. Some gold embroidery somewhere. So can I hand it to you?
I imagine Greta doesn't even fully look at it. She wipes her eyes, blows her nose, and looks at it. It's so nice. I've ruined it. I'm sorry.
Prestidigitation exists for a reason, dear.
Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just it's a lot today. It's been like a wild fucking day. Also, I'm sorry for saying that I was gonna swing on you earlier. I wouldn't actually. Okay, I probably would swing on you at some point, but I wouldn't do it with any malice or ill intent. Just
No, it's quite all right. First of all, you'd have to hit me, actually. So
which I definitely
there's
could.
one. At least what you think you can, actually.
Yeah, and thinking something is the first thing to knowing it. And I know it.
I respect your confidence.
It's all I got. That and trauma.
Well, yes, there is that. Besides the fact I'm was there anything else you needed?
In general, yes, several things. But from you, no. But I'll catch you around. Thanks.
Okay.
Toodaloo. Oh, why did I say that?
Toodaloo.
That's how it goes.
Okay, so as the scene comes to an end. Oh yeah?
And in Draconic, do I have your leave, lady? My lady.
Naga can talk.
And she asks in Draconic, do I have
Naga
your
can only
leave?
speak Draconic.
And in Draconic, I ask her.
I'm looking at PJ.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, what does Naga say? Naga.
No, I'm looking at you. You're the one. You're the familiar man.
You want me to
He
be
looked
Naga?
at me.
I will be.
I
All
looked
right.
at him.
All right, here we go.
He
Yes.
looked at me.
So in Draconic, you hear this wonderful voice just, thank you so much. Yes, you have my leave and my gratitude.
Being in your presence was an honor to my day. Thank you. All right, peace, babe.
She kind of whispers into your ear, I like them. They're very polite.
Only polite one so far.
Give them some time. It's hard to balance complex issues right away.
See, that's why you have to stick to me, because if you don't have any issues.
I wish to not be feeble-minded day one. Thank you.
So really fast with that scene done, if you all want to join Beatrice in the fanfic club on breaking into the main office on the first night, we can cut to that scene now. If that's the case, then those who want to join, raise your hand, and we will continue that scene quickly. All right, I got it.
Aurora's just like, please help me.
Yes.
All
All
right. Aurora,
right.
keep lookout.
Yeah,
Everyone's-
Aurora's.
Aki, are you going to go in the break-in?
I think what I would like to do is sneak around the break-in. I want to watch the
Okay.
chaos. And technically, I can just send Naga in.
Ooh.
She's
True,
got
true.
glider form. We can share senses. I can just see everything through her perspective.
Powerful.
Okay. Awesome. So we all meet at night. Beatrice has like the exact same kind of floofy cottage dress, but it's all black. She's got a black headband now. She's got like eye makeup. She's trying to be as stealthy as possible. And there's like Poppy just kind of, hi, hello. And Beatrice just kind of goes,
Buenos.
great, look all these new members. Are you guys all here to join the fanfic club and join us in Operation Hidden Love?
Is that what
I
this
know
is called?
parasocial relationships don't really interest me, but yeah. Figured I'd have to
Whatever
find out.
gets me into the main office, darling. Whatever you need me to say, I'm saying it.
Awesome. Okay, great, wonderful. All right, everyone. Well, we gotta be very sneaky, gotta be very quiet. And she points diagonally out of the quad. There's a building just back there. We can sneak in from the ground floor. All we gotta do is pop in the door and go inside. There shouldn't be anyone inside, okay? Just don't make too much noise. And I need everyone to make a group stealth check. There will be one DC to make. You all will roll your stealth check and add it to the total. If the total is high enough, you're all fine.
Let's go.
Magic, help me, please. Nope. Magic's not going to help me. None of the spells I have prepared.
Oh, can I mean, it might be too late now, but can I use guidance?
Oh,
Is
guys,
that-
You can use guidance, sure.
Heck yeah.
Cantrips are
Guidance,
fine.
okay.
If you wanna cast like a full-blown spell, I'll make a check for that since you're about to sneak.
Cool. I cast level 9, automatically write great fan fiction.
What
Fanfic ghostwrite.
I'm sorry, Mikai, you had me laughing. What was that roll again?
I got a 19 for my
All
stealth.
right, Dusty got a 19.
I got a 16.
16. All right, and Aki, what was yours?
Am I rolling my stats or Naga's stats?
I want you to roll the stats of whoever you are having move.
Okay,
So
I'm
if you
having
want to be posted in the middle of the quad and have Naga go or reverse, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll have Naga go then, and then based on Naga's stats, 18.
Love it. Fee, what was your roll?
Mine was a beautiful and juicy 24, my guy.
Damn. Well, this is
Yeah,
gonna be-
because I'm good at being stealthy.
that's what's up.
Don't be suspicious.
Right.
Champion,
Don't be
champion
suspicious.
class,
Don't be
nah.
suspicious.
Prime, the fattest ass.
Fattest ass. The cheap's clapping so hard. All right, Makai, remind me again, what was your stealth check? I don't think I heard it.
18, most because I
18.
didn't say it.
Okay, well, that's fine. But now we know. Now, that being said, I'm gonna do some math. I'm gonna let you know the DC right now. Total that you had to beat was an 80. If I add up all the numbers, and you get 80 or above, you win. Now, you got some good numbers here.
That would be 80.
Do we get 80? Let's see.
36 was 24. is
First
15.
things first, the 24 plus the 18 plus the other 18 plus the 19 plus the 16. The DC to beat was total of 80. You rolled a combined 95.
Let's
Oh,
go.
thank
We got a
God.
crit.
God, I was like, I forgot that there was another 18. If I'm being 100% honest.
So as you're all moving quietly, you have that kind of anxious paranoia. Your heart's pounding in your chest going, how is no one hearing us? How are we so good at this? And then you finally get to the building. As you get to the building, Beatrice pulls out from her hair these two lockpicks and starts going for it. And eventually just kind of pop. I learned that writing a story about a rogue who fell in love with a champion. It was a really cute story.
You could. Okay.
All right. Hero will push her to the side slightly and we'll just be like, allow me, giving the illusion and the thought process that he would probably go first, right? Because that's what a gentleman would do in this situation. So he steps in front and he's like, allow me, miss. He opens the door for her and steps aside. After you.
Did you just get in front of her, go, allow me, after you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just holds open the door. He's just like, yeah, after you.
Give me, you know what? Give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh.
Give you what?
Give me a diplomacy check.
You are a bard. That should be quite good.
Mhm.
Diplomacy. Oh. Oh. Okay. I
Okay.
will. Now I'm so much more confident. I saw my stats. 22.
Okay. So you say, after you. And Beatrice walks by and just kind of looks you up and down and goes, you're so nice. And then she enters the office. I need everyone to make a perception check right now.
Real quick, upon entering, Greta just passes Hero like,
I am. We all have a hero point, right?
That is correct. Everyone starts off with
Hmm.
1 hero point, and I'm pretty sure at some point you'll earn another one with your RP. And if not,
Yeah.
take one. It's the last 5 minutes of the show anyway.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. I'm not going to let that sit. I'm going to use that hero point to reroll that. It's
I'm
better,
also using
not
my
great.
0 point, because I might as well. And this is the lowest I've gotten tonight.
I got a 16.
16. Okay.
18 for me.
18 for Fee. Okay.
I got a 25.
25. Dusty.
19.
19.
Amazing.
Aki, what you got?
23
feel
on my
like I
new
can.
roll. Yay.
Nice.
I just want to have it noted that as soon as like the doors open and the people start streaming in next to Hero, he like has his ukulele with him as he always does, and he's just like, "Hello, it's me," to like see if anybody's like in the office.
So
Oh,
you
my
start
bad, not
moving.
23, 22, 22, 22.
22. Okay.
Wrong. I'm
Wrong
using
pod.
Naga. Remember, I'm using Naga.
So you start moving through the office. It's late at night. The moonbeams coming through the windows, the only ambient light letting you see. Obviously, if you have dark vision or low light, you're doing okay, but you can still see the hazy moonbeams being the only lighting here. Beatrice walks up to this massive stone vault with handles, multiple handles, almost kind of like a file cabinet. And she starts grabbing one and kind of pulling on it, and you hear this heavy metallic. It almost shudders until finally she works one of the things and hits another little safety switch, opens it up, starts moving through. As she's moving through looking for the onboarding paperwork, you start seeing a shadow move through the office at night. Beatrice is just deep in the paperwork, just going, come on, where is it? Where is it? But you all see the shadow cross.
Slowly starting to
Can-
step back just a little bit.
Can I cast Foxfire to see what it is to like illuminate the space?
You want to roll to attack him?
No, just like as like a portable torchlight, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, absolutely. You can
Okay.
create some ambient light. Yeah.
sweet, to just see if I can like see the shadow, like make out what it is. Is that possible? Can I like, I don't know, like shoot like anime style, shoot it into the like ceiling and then it like flickers about, or anything like that? Is that possible?
Let's be creative here. You want to
Because
kind of throw
I
your
can use it-
foxfire and have it
fox-
explode, right?
Yeah, like Foxfire can be fire or electricity. So like maybe with electricity and like have it be like a firework almost.
You have the cantrip light, prestidigitation, dancing lights, anything like that.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. Because Foxfire just comes with a race.
That's fine. So what we'll do instead is I will have this be an occult check to try to like make this spell effect in a non combative way.
Okay.
The DC to beat is a 15.
Okay, cool. Let me roll. Oh, cool. Yeah, that is a 22.
Okay, perfect. So you throw out the foxfire. You kind of concentrate on it, and you see this. Everyone sees this blue ghostly flame come up, and you all hear a moving behind you. You can make a perception check with a +1 to see what it was that skittered by. The DC will be very hard for your level.
I'm just saying, somebody look for me, because if it's a ginormous spider, I am so out of here. Somebody look
Understandable.
for me.
So you get a +1 because of the foxfire, but the DC to beat is a 21 perception.
Licked it.
Okay, 21. Aubrey, what you got?
Oh, 27. Oh, sorry. 26.
I got a 17. That's not enough.
Nope. Oh, no, it's not. Dusty, what you got?
I got a 17, but I'm gonna use halfling luck, which I get once a day to just
Mhm.
reroll, essentially.
Okay,
But I have to take this one.
perfect.
Oh, wait, we got a +1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then yeah, it was a 27 because I rolled a 19.
Perfect.
I dead ass rolled the same thing, so 17.
17.
So sorry, King.
Your halfling luck weighed in, and it said nope.
Nah.
Aki, what was your perception check?
I had see now my luck is going. Right now it's really shitty. However, I had another hero point through RP. I had 2 hero points technically. I'm gonna use that right
Okay,
now
last hero
and
point.
see if it's any better. And the answer is no, just barely. I missed. You said 21 was the
number,
30,
yeah.
20 was I
One
just
away.
I should have cast guidance. Sorry,
Well,
y'all.
No,
It's
it's
too
okay.
late now. I'm so sorry.
Last pair of eyes.
I
See.
wanted to like be true to Hero not seeing anything, but now that none of y'all apparently see what
I
the
saw
fuck
everything.
no
I
Greta
did,
saw.
Greta
I will
saw.
use my hero point to
And I'll get out
re-roll
safe.
because I was below, very much below, and I wanted to role play, but like now somebody has to see.
Somebody.
So I'm gonna
Someone
roll
has to be
again.
competent, I guess.
Why is it him? He was okay.
Because you're doing crimes and your ass is fat when you do crimes.
That's as fat when
it's
you do crimes.
It's almost 2 in here. I don't care anymore.
we do perception, right?
Yeah, perception check with a +1.
23.
23.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, 23.
Okay. In the dead of night in this office, Beatrice's nose is looking through all the file folders, trying to find all the information about the new teachers. And she just keeps talking out loud. I don't know where it is. I can't find them. Maybe they're in a different vault or shelf or something. All of you are looking at her, kind of like wondering when is she going to finally find them, because every second feels like a torturous hour of noise and danger. And then as you're all looking, Makai, Fee, Hiro, Greta, you're looking around. And when you're look, and when you turn back to look at Beatrice, there's another human head bleeding, with a mouth filled with teeth, 2 rows, a neck elongating like a serpent, slowly moving towards Beatrice.
Stab it.
Tongue dripping acid. And that is where we're going to end the
What?
very first episode
Oh,
of Wayward
Oh, thank
Arcadium.
you. I'm fun.
Thank you so much for the very first episode. Thank you for everyone that came in and supported. Thank you for the raid tabletop rolls, and thank you for everyone that stuck around. I know that there's fans all over the world. Thank you for supporting the very first episode. That being said, let us say our goodbyes, and then we will call it a night, and can't wait to see you next Monday. Starting off with Aubrey. Please, Aubrey, tell them who you are and where they can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I am Aubrey. You can find me all over the internet, usually at Mad Queen Cosplay on Twitter. You can also find me as the GM of Goblets and Gays, Anima Magiri, and Sawyer on Bring Your Own Mech. And Wednesday, you can find me on Weave the Tale playing Mothership for the Trevor Project. I'm really excited!
Yeah! Woo! Love us from Trevor Project.
Yes.
Words. Next up, Fee. Please, Fee, tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi guys, my name is Fee. You can find me on Twitter under Finneman, or the same one on Instagram if you're like into cosplay and stuff. So you can like check it out there. Otherwise, I'll see you every Monday here, which is like really exciting and amazing. And I'm, really happy about this journey that we're all on together in this chaotic world. Stop me. Just okay. I'm gonna stop talking.
All right. Well, next up, Dusty. Please, Dusty, tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yeah, I've been Dusty. You can find me mostly online at Dusty Hill on Twitter. That's where you'll find all my other stuff. I'm occasionally on Goblets and Gays. I'm Castavon the Mamagiri. I am Zoro on Bring Your Own Mech. And you could also find me heading the Well Seasoned Stories Twitter account at Season Stories. Credit clear all BIMPOD podcast. Check it out.
Love it. Next up, Makai. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
What's up, friends and family and everything in between? I am your lovely friend, Makai. On those good old interwebs, you can find me at wannabe_VA on everything that really matters. If you can't find me there, just try removing the underscore. You should find me there. But I'm gonna warn you now, I don't do much. But you know who does do things? Your local business owner. Whatever they're doing, whether it be art, whether it be music, whether it just be something local that is unique to your local area, you could be a part of it. Because I don't do much, but they do. They put in so much work, and you could make all of that work worth it. So please, look into it.
Awesome. Last and certainly not least, the person who made all the art for this and who is extremely sleepy and I hope has a wonderful Lunar New Year. Aki, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I am basically a business. I do a lot of things. You can find me at akinomi_art on Twitter. You can also find me on Goblets and Gays, co-produced. I do the art and stuff there too, and I play Estrella. Find me on Anima Magiri, where I do the exact same thing and play Laurel. You can find me on Bring Your Own Mech, where I do the exact same thing and play Vim. And you can find me on Well Seasoned Stories, where I do the
Exact same thing.
Oh
It's
my
almost
god,
your
I'm
catchphrase
also-
at this point.
Exactly. I'm also on Clever Corvids, City That Never Dies. I play Darling. You can also catch me on Friday nights, 9 p.m. at That Dragon Network for a little while, where I'm running my own homebrew Pathfinder2e game. Complete queer BIM podcast on that one. So that's pretty good. And I think I'm officially out of things.
That's awesome though. Congrats. I love the .T network. I know a lot of people from there and Harbingers. Great people over there. Well, I guess just leaves a little on me. My name is PJ McGaw. You can find me all over the internet at pj.mcgaw, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Come find me, come friend me, let's have fun. And when I'm not here with these amazing wayward adventurers going through college, you can find me here, same net time, same net channel on Wednesdays doing Edge of Legend, the original show that started this channel. We're on season 2. We're in like the second or third episode of the trial of Asim Ra. Where does his immortal soul go? And Tobias will be guesting once again as Tobias, and I'm having a great time on that. And I want to make sure I get the exact date confirmed, so I'm not going to say when, but if you like today's episode and want to hear it again, look forward to it as a podcast in the time to come. We'll let you know when that time comes, but look out for it. That being said, again, thank you to everyone who came in and supported the very first episode. We're going to do 20 of these bad boys, get a nice, good story season, take a break, and look forward to that. And before we sign off, as always, thank you to Joe in the TD seat who makes us look good, sound good. Joe, we couldn't be here without you. So as always, love you, Joe. Love you all for showing up. Be safe and have a great night. And we're going to raid someone. I don't know who. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. We got this.
Yeah.